said.
And welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, where we take all three of those things, mix them together, and magic happens.
Not another one!
I've had a very long and hard day at work, and I already want to just kill every one of these characters and just...
You will try.
What's that story?
I had a throat.
You had a throat.
Personally not having one at all.
It's a tough life having a throat.
Yeah.
Not very inclusive.
Not as tough as yours, apparently.
Yeah.
Got him!
Nah, please continue.
No, you got disadvantage for the rest of your life.
Same for us.
Oh God, hello. Yeah, we're doing another one. Cool. So this is a podcast, and you probably want to listen to it in places. Sigh.
You can do that by going to Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Castbox, which is FKA SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Overcast, a little thing called Pocket Casts, which sounds really cute. Please write in if you use that. Radio Public, Spotify, and Stitcher. Oh, and another one called Need Help with RSS Distribution. Click here. Let us know if you use that one as well. And Anchor as well, which is our distributor.
What?
It's the platform we use to
Put all them out.
to release the episodes.
Is there
To distribute, you might say.
Yeah.
Some people
If
might.
you can.
Is there any way that we can find out how many views or listens rather actually come from these other super obscure places?
Yeah.
I've got a pie chart somewhere.
We really appreciate and support greatly.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. If you're listening, why?
Tell us why.
Thank you.
Thanks and
I'm sure I can.
Anyway, if listening's not your cup of tea, and you'd rather look at something, George?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. There's the pie chart of
Look at
where our
that.
listeners come from.
So big old
Big up Apple Podcasts.
47% Apple Podcasts. I wonder why. Spotify, almost a quarter of our listeners. Some people listen to us through a web browser. 4%.
Bold.
What's one
Yeah.
of those?
That's just odd. Another 4% use Overcast.
Another 4%.
3% use something I've never heard of before, and it wasn't on the list, called Podcast Addict.
I just want to say that was more of a rhetorical question, and I'd already moved on to
Yeah,
George.
right, yeah.
Oh, but also, but wait, there's more.
Wait.
15% of our listeners use other means of listening to our podcast.
Smash
But anyway,
the boss.
enough about listening to our podcast. What about watching?
This is something that YouTubers do. They're like, subscribe, look at the graph. So we're
Is
just
it?
getting on trend.
Who are these people?
All of the YouTubers I watch,
Everybody loves big data.
look at people who aren't subscribed and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's just to make you feel like FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. He's just rolled them
But
up.
if they're listening, they're already here.
On an unrelated
He's
note,
right.
we can start charging for this podcast now. We've had enough listeners.
Don't worry, we won't.
What do you mean by
Absolutely.
we understand the value prospect well enough.
George.
Hi! Yes, YouTube. Please, if you'd like to take in our melodic tones and enjoy our adventures there, just search Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, and you'll see us on there with our very active subscribers. 14. So thank you to all of them, and please feel free to join and be another subscriber. Thanks then.
Thank you for being incredibly succinct, George.
It's alright, mate. I've got you.
Probably got more to say.
What else? Social media, Tim.
Thank you for the introduction there, Nathan. If you fancy a bit of backstage stuff, just some memes occasionally, or pictures of us looking happy, you can follow us on Instagram on Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, or if Twitter is more your thing, we're at Dungeons_Dudes. And you can find us all there. We'll post when we're recording and when new episodes go up, that kind of stuff. It's all gravy, baby.
Cool. Now, if you wanted to see how a podcast should be run and how smooth it could be, Danilo, where could they go for such a thing?
I am flattered. You can head over to thinkingcritically.co.uk to hear a discussion-based show all about the different mechanics and topics in D&D and the wider ttrpg framework. No, go ahead, Tim.
He's got his bickies.
Open it right into the mic.
What biscuits are they?
Fig rolls, mate.
Big fucking roll.
Pickle rolls.
Fuck's sake.
That's it. Go and listen to me. I've got loads of great guests, including everybody at this table.
Soon to be everybody at the
Actually, cut that bit out. On second thought.
Don't associate.
Yeah.
Disassociate as much as possible.
I don't know these people.
In fact, it's run by another guy.
Yeah.
Tight. And Rob, you had a thing as well.
Yeah, coming soon, as of yet unnamed, there'll be some cool homebrew content coming to DM's Guild. I don't have a name. The name I had's already been taken by someone else, so more news when I have it. But if you are playing 5th edition and want some cool baddies, or factions, or towns, and that kind of stuff, keep an eye out. When you know what to keep an eye out for.
Don't blink until that moment.
Yeah.
This cat.
Oh, what to do?
Sorry, I'm just trying to get rid of a cat.
Take
I've got
the
him.
roll.
I've got him.
I love fig rolls.
Go on, get him. Get it.
I've got him.
Get it.
Question for the listeners: what's your favourite snack?
What's your favourite roll?
My favourite snack is Sai.
Oh.
Eh?
I prefer my figs dry.
Can you grab me one of my beers?
Now,
Cool.
go on, start.
Okay, so now that we've got all of that done, we're going to start this session the way that we start every session, with a recap. Don't do that again.
Cool, that's really cool. That make a different noise.
Don't do that again.
In the last session, this is a bit of a briefer recap, the group had just come off the back of a loss at the Gauntlet of Cord, and after some self-care, Ulrich had received a message from Durgob claiming that he and his party were leaving soon and that an ambush on the road could be possible. Not seeming suspicious at all, not wanting to waste time, the group immediately headed out to get in front of the other group, not getting any supplies or doing research. Back on the road, the group headed east, and with some communication with Durgob through Quinn's wonderful magic. And Ulrich able to commune with his spirit animal, a big, greeny, wispy bear.
He was nice, yeah.
Seemed like a good dude.
I forgot that's his name though.
And he's a bear. Probably doesn't have one.
How very offensive.
Dare.
The group was able to find a suitable staging area along the road to have the ambush, with some of the group taking the time to take the horses a mile away, specifically. Some using their keen senses on where best to wait, and one trying his best to hide their tracks. The group set up and lay in wait for their prey. Now, hopefully this will come out to the socials, are ramshackled staging bay, which I think looks pretty decent. I've had to extend the battle map because, people like to run off map. So, first of all, if I could get you lot to put you where you think you would be.
Can I just say, level of sass in that recap. Very high.
Big roll.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Now, I believe you had hard boys on one side and soft boys on another side.
Wasn't someone coming from above?
Well, technically, these... Hang on. I'm going to have to stand up.
Oh, don't make me get the hose.
Well, shit just got real. So, technically, this part here is about 10, 15 feet up. So climbing up that would take a fair bit of movement. Same on this side as well. This central part is the actual roadway itself. This bit here where it curves in, this is where you saw would probably be the most likely place that they would camp. Sorry for all audio listeners. But yeah.
Quick question, DM. Where was it that we spied the creature?
The creature would be quite a ways back this way. It would be like about an hour or so of travel
Yeah, it
back.
was in the other
Okay,
area
good.
because we moved on to the next one.
Good.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because they're going to camp. That's the plan anyway, right?
yeah.
So I wouldn't be there, actually.
Yeah, so my understanding of what you were saying last time was
Schlong.
Quinn
Yeah.
and Sabine, and I think also, well, I don't know what you were doing because you were a bit up in the air because you weren't here.
Oh,
I'm not a soft boy.
I'm not saying that you are.
But you are.
No, we've given you an opportunity to place yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Soft
and
in the
then,
metal, metal on the outside.
Like a fig roll.
and then,
I am never bringing these ever again.
and then
He died.
Ulrich and Ulysses, I believe you were on the other side. But if you've got anywhere in particular you would like to place yourselves along this area here, if you need a little bit of extra coverage on this bit here, you're more than welcome to, like a little extra boulder.
To avoid unnecessary stealth checks.
I mean, unnecessary.
Well, no, just
Is
like,
it necessary?
Is it ever? Could we not be further away when they come in and camp? Like, where are we jumping into time-wise? Are we going to jump into them
Time-wise?
camping, or are we jumping into like them arriving?
I mean, this is a fair amount of distance. If you want to wait further away and then run in, it's entirely up to you.
Don't consider that the best option, personally.
We don't want to let them camp, set up, go to bed.
We do want that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we want to be
yeah,
further
We
away.
want them to be sleeping
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we want to be further away from here.
Well, no. If we hide,
and remain hidden.
How good are you at stealth check?
so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't have to hide.
Easy.
An ambush is pretty much primarily based on how well you can hide from someone.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm good.
based on, you've kind of, the roles that you've done last time, they're unlikely to see your cart or anything like that, so that makes it a little bit easier for you to hide. What's his name's character? Owain.
Oh.
He brushed away the tracks, right?
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Let's just say it
Big brain
didn't.
move.
It didn't improve your odds, but it didn't lower your odds either. And then you knowing the terrain, you've kind of given yourselves the best possible vantage point of being able to have the shortest distance to get to them. Because if you had rolled low, the theory behind it would have been that you might have been a little bit ways off of where they would have ended up camping. So this is why I've already placed the carts here, because you are more or less at the perfect point.
And their camp is likely to be
That sort of area there.
okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we want. I think the plan was we allow them to situate themselves, get comfortable, potentially even sleep if we are afforded that opportunity, and then we get a sneak round where we can crack some skulls without risk of being, fucked up.
You just unsheath yourself.
Oof.
Look,
It smell cabbage.
there's a lot of stuffing in the oven, right?
Why am I on my own?
You're not,
Sabine
in
should
theory.
be there.
I've changed my mind. No, I could do. I was thinking
So they would be coming from this end of the map.
they arrive and go.
They're
Yeah.
coming this way.
Yeah. So
Ah.
towards Rob is...
Yes, you're right. All right, we'll keep you company then. Is there room back there
And,
for us to?
so that's 15 feet up. We're about
Also about 15 feet up. It's a bit more of almost like a valley.
Yeah.
So-
If I don't get to jump on someone from,
We're
I'll
higher
be
up than
disappointed.
they are.
Yeah, that's
so
the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I want to be like. you know.
We probably also
We'll have to
want
make some
like
distance.
You want to run away?
No, as in like, well, yeah, maybe, but like for distance to attack.
You'll be in range.
some
30 feet.
and just
For what? Oh shit,
Weapon
yeah.
of choice, baby.
Is there any any balconies anywhere? Or?
No, strangely, in this
Maybe.
on this road, there is no
natural
balconies.
outcropping.
I mean,
They're a bit slanted.
technically, that rocky like edge there could act as a balcony if you
Yeah.
put like a couple of sticks there.
Yeah.
You could maybe like,
Throw a body off of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Could
all
be
I
done.
ask. All I ask.
It can be done. Okay, no, because they'd see me from there. I'm going to go back up there. Yeah. Right.
I think we're set.
I think we're set.
I imagine us being like the hobbits when they're just leaving the Shire and they're in the little undergrowth outcropping bit.
Get off
the road!
Yeah.
Quick! Tucked in the undergrowth, but it's rocky and different.
I want to cast a buff, but would you rather I wait until we roll initiative?
I would say that would probably be smarter.
I'm going to do it
give
now
you-
anyway. No, I
How
can't.
long does it last?
Oh, yeah. I'll wait until we're.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a nice little.
Stalactites? Or stalagmites?
Might
Might stand up with all their might.
No,
Hold
you
on
fucked it.
tightly.
Hang on tight. Yeah.
I thought you they come down like tights.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Sound
Chad
tights.
version.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
my hat on or something you assume.
Okay, so from you guys kind of getting yourselves situated, you guys travelling about a mile away, coming back again as well. I'd say you have, in theory, maybe about, based on what Durgob had already said to you, maybe about an hour or so before they are due to arrive in this general area. So you've got a little bit of RP time, a little bit of chatting. Maybe, Owain, if you just want to catch up with Ulysses and Ulrich, you know, what happened over the past 8-10 hours.
Yeah, so what's up? What the fuck?
Well, it's been quite the time.
We saw a spirit bear. Haven't
Yeah.
seen one of those before. That was really, really very good on it.
Yeah, I was
really quite impressive.
quite impressed with my ability to summon forth the natures of spirits of nature. One of those. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll see it again in the near future. I dare say it's a trick that bears repeating.
Ew.
Or it just looks like.
Oh,
What?
sorry, that was an unintentional pun.
What? I didn't get it.
It's okay. It wasn't intended to be a joke. Bears repeating. We should likely do it again. And you summoned a bear, so the words are similar. Never mind. It's fine.
I like turtles.
So just to formulate something of a plan, we're waiting until they are kind of on low alert.
And we can see them from where we are, I assume.
When they arrive, I imagine so. Yeah.
We know they're coming, sorry.
Yeah.
How many are we expecting to encounter?
Honestly, not got a clue. Wait, do we?
Is that something Durgob told us?
Nope. No point of view spoken about numbers. The only ones that you've seen are Durgob, the 3 other guys that were with him, and the noble that they were with.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that
That
you've
was the
seen.
guy that was
in
like
time.
tailing the king before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say tailing as though he was following me. He was a guest. Sneaky. I feel like perhaps that noble fellow. Well, we'll have Durgob on our side, all being well. I feel like that noble individual may present the biggest threat.
Okay.
if it's anything like Quinn, he's probably got some tricks up his sleeve and he's deceptively powerful. You look at Quinn and don't think much of him necessarily. He's quite diminutive, but he's the stuff he does it defies all logic. He doesn't even have a god backing him up.
Yes, it does seem rather.
I've never quite understood the whole weave magic type stuff, but it's it'll be fine.
You could have a dark entity holding on to your soul.
Yeah, some others have that, I'm sure.
Is it good?
What, the sex?
I'd rather not know the answer to that.
Yeah, it's pretty average.
And the other two, do they have a plan of attack? I know the three of us are quite well versed in combat.
They're gonna.
The others, as in, we're more. He can see. We're more well versed in combat and
melee combat.
yes.
Because he was a dab hand with the old crossbow.
My thoughts have been elsewhere for the last 20 years. I can find the word.
What, you been thinking about that gal saying he ain't to get have you? What's it this time? Oh, she's gonna be my wife. Oh.
I would imagine she's never far from his thoughts. He's very devout.
Thank you, Ulysses. I think I'm going to take this moment just to distance myself and collect my thoughts. Maybe say a quick prayer for you.
What about me?
I'll think about it.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't mean to. I'm really sorry. Please pray for me.
I'll lean in to Elric and speak. He's very sensitive about his faith, you know that.
Well, I do now.
The notebook comes back out. Thumbs a page. Turns it portrait. And you can't tell whether it's writing or drawing, but it's
I would assume it's drawing based on what he's done before.
and then he quickly closes it before. I'm just going to take a few steps here, take a knee, and just keep an eye out. Do I see anyone approaching or anything like that? That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Just keeping an eye.
make a perception check.
Listeners, you must excuse my slowness as I'm playing off of a phone currently.
Yeah, his super ancient MacBook has finally died.
Oh, what's happened? No idea. Perception, did you say?
Indeed.
Just a 12.
12. It's been a pretty overcast day, but you can feel that there's perhaps a slight bit of moisture in the air, like rain is coming. But other than that, you can't immediately see anything in your proximity, although you can hear the faint sound of your compatriots talking, which is where we cut over to you two, Quinn and Sabine.
still fit
If you've
as well.
got anything you want to chat about.
I can hear them from where I am.
Just like the slight sound of like other people talking, which you would assume is that.
Every few seconds, as Wayne's like looking, he's going to passive aggressively just. Just so you know that he's aware.
For the sake of the audio listeners, that was a glare in the general direction.
Yeah.
What do you think they're talking about over there?
Well, I imagine Owen's simping or something, or talking about his girlfriend.
They just do that rather a lot.
I tried to give him some advice when we rode this way, but he just wouldn't hear any of it. He just, he was insistent he was doing the right thing.
Fool.
I think he's gonna get heartbroken, really. Yeah, but anyway, who fucking cares? Right?
Certainly not me.
Fuck that guy.
Oh, we have to be quiet. Yes.
Yeah. Shit, did he hear that?
That's when he looks up.
Do you think we're going into a trap?
No, we're springing the trap.
Yeah, but we trust Ulrich's pal, who last time he saw Ulrich beat the shit out of him.
I think. No, to be frank, no, I don't trust him at all. But I believe that he doesn't know where we are exactly, so at the very least we still have an element of surprise.
True.
But then I do look like this way behind us just to be like just to check there isn't like an army creeping up behind.
Nah, you see like a rabbit coming up behind you that just immediately stops. Just
Sneak attack.
bounces away.
No, I wouldn't.
That was a spy.
You said the word. Kill that rabbit.
I jump in front.
Mate, with sneak attack, I'd probably kill you.
Blink.
Cut off the foot, it's good luck.
You bloody psychopath.
So we are.
It's not that.
So we're waiting until they are in bed for the night. Yes, because we messaged God to say we would wait until nightfall. Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
I recall because it happened mere moments ago. Uncharacteristically forgetful. I apologise for being.
We'll wait for them to park up, relax, get comfortable.
We strike. Who is initiating this strike?
Oh,
I had a
I believe we are.
I think you've split the sending stones, so
yeah.
you can just choose that as.
But you're gonna get one use of it, so
Yeah.
I made that mistake.
Brother team, come in.
What's your favourite verb? You can't use it again.
No, yeah, because you use sending. To
I did,
disturb.
yeah, I used that spell so to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yes, we will clutch this closely, tightly, and we shall wait and see what happens. But I'm sure we'll get through fine. I don't see any reason why not.
Can Sabine do a perception check as well?
Sure.
15.
15. You see a faint bit of light coming from the west,
Okay.
slowly getting closer to you.
Sabine would like to just whisper shout across to these. They're coming. Silence.
do we hear that?
Roll a d20.
Me.
Yeah.
8.
8.
I'd like to help by putting my hands around Sabine's neck.
Roll advantage.
Okay. Oh. Natural 20.
It
Thanks for the
it seems to pierce through the air and just into your ear holes, like Sabine was right next to you.
They're coming. Silence.
I'll reach forward and kind of pat Owain on the shoulder and just kind of gesture to be backs against the rock.
Shuffle back.
I lean over
Look.
and whisper it in Owain's ear.
I'm sure she's really pretty, mate. I'm really sorry.
The prettiest.
Well, I wish you all the happiness in the world.
Very sweet. Very nice.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
As you are keeping an eye out, you see 4 wagons in total. Most of them seem to be relatively quite stacked with stuff, goods, all sorts of bits that are kind of covered over with, for lack of a better term, tarp. There is one of them that's a bit longer and seems to be dragging across the floor a little bit. It seems a lot bigger and boxier. But yeah, you see them kind of start to pull in, and you rolled 15?
On perception, yeah.
Yeah. You can just make out the sound of, from what little you've heard Durgob speak, something to the effect of, this would be a good place to stop. So they all kind of pull up off of the road onto the left-hand side towards Ulysses, Ulrich, and Owain.
With that perception roll, do I get a rough idea of numbers?
Well, so
DM has done the thing.
let me move some stuff about. So there is 1, 2, 3. 4.
Just for clarification's sake, they don't look like that.
No. It's not just a bunch of undead dudes. It's just rats.
Skeleton wagon, like, oh, sick.
Skillet boy.
Oh,
He's dead, it's fine.
that's one down.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got just swag. Swaggers.
Moves like okay.
Oh shit.
Why do they keep coming for?
Okay. Oh.
Oh,
Dad.
they're all dying. Sorry, people. Just having to place various.
Miniatures.
What the dog do?
As you lot see a small battalion starting to hop out of these wagons.
Ah, fudge.
Actually, you would be up here.
Oh no, I've got this. On second thoughts, it's fine.
You're gonna 1v1 all these guys.
Yeah.
Wobbly, bro.
I'm gonna do like an old boy thing and
This-
just fight them
oh,
down.
here.
Oh.
Is Durgob.
Nice.
Swag gob.
Oh, cool. Very
So-
nice. Very cool.
Fit boy, yeah.
Various people all dressed with the same black and red tabard with the kind of red, fiery, emblazoned fist.
You can say it.
Law!
Off this.
As they all begin to get out and start surveying just the general area. It's a pretty quiet road because you've travelled it yourself, and there isn't an immediate sense of danger as you're going along it. But these are, as far as you know, military people, so they begin to just kind of survey the general vicinity. So, at this point, I would need all of you to make a stealth check. Now, based on you guys completely removing the wagon, you guys getting yourselves really close, you didn't help nor help, I'd say you're probably looking at a DC of 14.
Bam!
I don't want to roll.
That's so aggressive.
You gotta bite the bullet, ain't you?
Disadvantage because I'm an ally.
Same.
What if I was invisible? One.
If you were invisible, you wouldn't have to roll.
Maybe I'll be invisible then.
Yeah?
Let me think about it. Do a run
I'd say
first,
that
or
you,
is it-
as they were coming in, you would have had a chance to cast any
Yeah.
kind of
Okay.
spells that maybe last a while, as you guys have been waiting around for like an hour or so.
Let's have a think.
Oh, I'm looking around the table. I'm looking around the table at all the heavies and all this.
Heavy armor was a bad idea.
Milk was a bad choice.
Okay, so
Nah, fuck it. Everyone else is fucked. Doesn't matter.
Owen,
6.
6,
19.
19, Ulysses, 7,
It's 10.
Ulrich, yeah.
12.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
What sucks is that because I had disadvantage, I rolled a 5 and then that 20.
hey, it's the joys of having that big old armour.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all feel fairly confident that you are hidden. So,
Before we get into this, can Sabine use the stone or get Quinn to just tell rough numbers? Because she saw how many were getting out, right? Or has everybody seen that?
I would say you're all in a position, because originally when I was saying
Okay.
last week was that Quinn and yourself had found like a place where you could kind of look through a gap in some like overlap rocks, so it's relatively easy
Everyone
for most
knows the
teachers.
numbers.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Don't worry then. Ignore me.
So they get out. You watch as they kind of survey the area, and they begin to set up camp.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So, after a little bit of time, there sounds like there's some just general chatter. You can see that there are a couple of campfires that have been lit up. Some food is had. The night progresses, and after a couple of hours, some of the camps get put out. There's a couple just like here. Actually, let me put some markers just so you know where there is a general bit of light, because at the moment it is pretty much pitch black. So there is a little bit of light here and here, which shed about 10 feet of bright light around them. And let's put him there and him there, and this one here, and this one here. Okay, so if I could, as you're kind of keeping an eye out, watching for any activity, could I get one of Ulysses, Ulrich, or Owain to make a perception check, and if I could get Sabine or Quinn to make a perception check?
I would vote Owain.
What are you plus
4.
me too?
Perception, right?
You feeling lucky?
Punk? No.
Me neither, but I'll do it anyway. You're gonna die anyway.
26.
26.
Nice. 14.
14. Okay. So, as I am aware, I will beat you all to it. I know some of you have dark vision, so you can see some slight bits of like grey outside of these campfires. Owain, let me just do a quick. Okay.
This is tense. I'm pretty worked up right now. Not gonna lie.
So, Owain, as you kind of peer around the campfire, you can, or the rock outcropping that you're on, you can see the two gentlemen here next to this quite large, extended wagon, who just seem to be chatting. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Used to be.
What's the size of this whole area?
The size of that whole area?
Well, yeah, so just the two guys and the wagon. What would that take up?
Probably about 25 by 15, roughly.
Okay.
Sabine, you, as you're kind of keeping an eye out, you can see that the ones by the campfire closest to you, they're talking, but they don't really seem to be paying attention to each other. And you can see that both of them have got a hand on their blades, and you just hear a slight snapping of a twig as Tim, if I could just get you to move this guy here, up to just there, and this guy just behind that boulder there. As you see a couple of people that are slowly starting to make their way up around towards where you guys are. Yeah.
Okay.
If I can get you all to roll initiative. What are you?
I was gonna say Sabine's gonna go on the sending stone and give them a heads up and say,
Go.
they're on to us. And then, if you'll allow, go invisible. But you're the DM.
Do you know what? You can do one or the other.
Then inform the other guys.
Okay.
They're on to us. Discreetly, of course. They're on to us. Fuck.
Okay, so I'll get you all to roll initiative for me. Keep a track of the numbers in your heads.
Hell yeah.
Fuck you, bitch! Oh, shit.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so 25 to 20.
Me, sir.
Yep.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
21.
You guys are not going first.
Oh! A suit!
I am not feeling good. Wake up in the morning and I'm feeling like a bag
Oh,
of shit.
no, sorry, Tim, I'm going to have to stop you there. I don't think we're waking up in the morning.
15 to 20.
18.
18?
16.
16.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice.
Go.
You guys worry too much. Bunch of fucking warriors, right?
Don't worry about it.
We've
I
got
still love
this
you.
beefcake on outside.
True.
Possibly.
Well, maybe.
We've also got to say a name of that.
10, do we do 10 to 15?
No, we
But
have
allow
one.
me to
That's
chime in.
next.
10, 15.
11.
11.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Our sneak attack is way behind.
Assassinate's off the table.
What's the anti-Sue?
Drew.
I'm so blue.
Okay,
natural.
we got...
She's the anti-C.
Like Auntie. Sue.
Could be the trying to snuggle. Goop.
Right.
And your vagina scented candle.
Okay.
Hey. 9.
Oh, 9. Oh.
Yeah, you didn't.
9?
Sorry.
Yeah.
So used to you being at the top.
Yeah, no, not
mad.
today.
What'd you
Dad.
roll?
A 5 plus 4.
Damn.
What did Dad do?
What did Dad do?
Okay. So, you and you, because of your perception roll, do not get a surprise round on you,
Good. Thank you.
Oh.
because you saw them coming.
Thanks, mate.
You three, however,
But his job to move this. They're coming. Go.
Yeah, it's right, you know.
yeah,
Don't be surprised. This is what he said.
doesn't
I think
mean
it's
that
words.
people aren't already there, which, because they rolled high.
The dice are fucking us.
Yep.
And he's got a bow and arrow. He's gonna shoot me in the back. He's literally the Grim Reaper. What the fuck?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
So it's Graham Reaper.
G Reaper.
G Reaper.
Graham Reaper.
Dr. G Reaper.
Okay, so yeah, you, and you're like, I can't, I mean, they're just chatting there. You hear the sending stone go off. What did you say, sorry, George? Sabine?
They're on to us.
They're on to us.
They're on to
There's a bow
us.
and arrow guy,
Yeah.
and George is coming.
He's actually lining up right by you.
Yeah, he's looking at you. The
My
arrow.
advice would be to move left flanking, get in that. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
So you hear
In short.
that
Yeah.
come through, and as soon as you hear that, you see like a vague bit of movement directly ahead of you. As you look up and your eyes sharpen, you see someone notching an arrow.
Oh
at
shit!
you.
Oh shit!
Okay, so
Oh, dear.
first of all, I've got too many tabs open. There's so many of them. What are we going to do?
I thought that would be really hot.
Why?
Because of all the tabs.
Oh, no, it's a MacBook Pro, baby. I use it once every 2 weeks.
Same.
Okay, so that is going to be 2 shots against you. First one, 21 to hit.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, second one is 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so first one is
Linked it, yeah?
Don't worry, Sabine, we got this.
first one is 8 points of piercing damage. Second one is 12 points of piercing damage, and it's going to use his bonus action to add a d10, so another 4. As this gentleman right here, kind of taking aim, kind of crouch low, immediately just lets 2 off straight into your lower abdomen. Doesn't strike too deep because you've got quite thick chainmail.
Yes. Yeah. A lovely chainmail Henley shirt is what I'm wearing.
Okay, so that sinks into you. This guy is going to push up.
Oh, after that's happened, I turned. I'm like,
It's not his.
they're onto us. Also, I'm bleeding.
I just kind of point at your tummy like.
There's a bow sticking there and an arrow sticking there.
Your guts are out.
Okay,
Show me your
this
guts.
guy.
All up in my guts.
I think it's that. Yeah, easy. He's going to take 2 shots at you.
Okay.
Ulysses.
Huh?
Ulysses.
Oh. That is only on the first one, 11 to hit.
I will not do it.
Good riddance.
Natural 20.
Yeah, that'll do it.
He is also going to. I rolled pretty low for a crit. He takes 16 points of piercing damage
16.
from that one, as this one flies straight past your ear, Owain, and you kind of hear the 2 thuds go into Owain and him kind of grunt, you like, what's wrong? And as you kind of peek up over, immediately get 1 straight into your shoulder.
Fuck.
We were the ones making the ambush.
They were.
Damn.
We got ambushed.
Okay. This one
One funny.
to here. Okay, so he dip behind here. And this one, it's gonna, we'll say crouch down there, but that's a little bit too precarious for me to put him. He goes prone there. Okay. These are military boys, they know what they're doing.
I don't think we'll survive
That is
this.
until we get up close to him, and then it's helmet time.
It is. Okay, so we'll say because you managed to use the sending stone, that's all that happens in terms of a surprise round.
Kelsey, please.
So, Ulrich, you're next up.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to whip round. Do I see what's just happened to these 2?
I did just say
got an arrow.
a bit.
Yeah. You saw that they got hit. I'd say from this distance, you're not entirely sure where they got hit from
Okay.
because nighttime, motherfuckers.
But
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker.
I didn't say it. I just implied.
Just say it, and I'll
Just-
fucking drop an asteroid on your head.
Ulrich being Ulrich, he would run at where he perceives the danger to be. So he's going.
There is flat terrain behind you, just so you're aware. It's not just a cliff. It's a nothingness.
He's going to run this way and keep running. As he runs here, does he perhaps perceive someone behind the rocks?
Because he used his bonus action to do more damage, yes, you see him.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to be like, oh shit, someone's here. Hey. Oh, hey. And I'm going to fall over and knock over.
Why have you done this?
That's a lot lighter than I thought it
Well,
was.
it's just polystyrene.
I thought it was a rocket.
I'm going to scream in his face. Be like, we were meant to ambush you!
And then you just turn and look at Durgold. Right? Tell him!
This is all wrong! And then start foaming at the mouth, and I would like to rage, obviously.
Yeah, baby.
Because
Roger.
it's what I do, you know? And then I'm going to recklessly chop off his head, or some kind of lemon. Oh, lemon?
Yeah.
Oh, wow! Ooh, okay. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Fantastic. Nice. 14 plus. What is it? I'm not really checking that first again. 2, 3, 4 fucking things. 17 points of damage on the first hit.
17 points of damage.
Sorry?
Plus 5.
Plus 3 for that, and then my non-modifier.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, plus 5.
Hell yeah.
Plus modifier, and then plus 3 for raging.
Yeah.
So it's plus 8.
17.
Madman!
17 for the first hit, and the next hit coming up.
Oh, is that what I think it is?
I think it's RPD then. It's a natural 20.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, we're gonna die, he
Hey,
says.
George, this part of the podcast just stop playing sick.
How's that monster treating you, mate? Is it nice?
Yeah. Why?
It was free, and I thought you didn't.
Oh, right. I thought you'd spiked it or something. To stop me from DMing.
Stop slurring as well. It's like, this is monster, what's happening?
Cool, so that's a nat 20. I assume he has no defense against such things.
No, they've all got adamantine armour.
Another
Well,
guy.
the 9, so that's 18 plus 8, so that is 26. I was going to say it, I was.
We've got you.
26 points of damage.
Yeah.
26 and 7.
I bet he wished
Yeah.
you was ambush now, isn't it?
You immediately run around the corner, just do, and just sink your axe?
It's a battle axe currently, yeah.
Battle axe. And it just, the guy kind of puts his hand up, and as he does, it like sinks into his hand, like cuts through it, and just goes into his shoulder.
Try firing arrows now.
You stupid bastard!
Awesome, that is movement, action, bonus action. Next up, Ulysses.
Hello.
Hello there.
Have I spied our pal Durgob?
Do it now, the plan.
Your plan.
As it is his perception check, I would say you can make one now just to see where he ate.
This whole operation was your
Perception
idea.
would be 13.
13. He.
Can you keep it down, Tim? Can you keep it down? Can you from here? Stand away.
He seems to be coming up your left flank.
Okay. I will
I can't
go and
reach
meet
you,
him. So he's moving up this way?
Yeah.
Okay. I will approach that same direction and head this way using, I think that's probably about half my movement. And say, in fact, no, I'll move past him. I'll continue down this way towards this fellow.
Yep.
It's probably down to that here.
Seek glory.
That's as far as I can get with my movement.
Yep.
So from there, I'm going to.
So as you can't immediately see where that guy is, as you're passing Durgob,
Check behind the wagon.
and he just kind of like keeps looks like he's just moving past you.
Got it. What do I have? What can I do? Features and traits. Come on. Fuck. Hang on. Sorry. I'm going to use my. Where the fuck is it? Come on. I've got a whole like peerless athlete. There it is. Bonus action: if you channel divinity to augment your athleticism for the next 10 minutes, you have advantage on strength, dexterity, and distance of your long and high jumps increased by 10 feet. Oh, okay. No, I'm not going to do that. That's fine. I'll get to there.
I can.
Yeah, it's just like God, I'm just going to jump on my toes. No, I'll do that, but I'm going to, instead of coming all this way around.
I was going to say, yeah, you could probably like share his, because he's a friendly. You could like cut through him.
Yeah, tuck in here and have a little bit of cover should this dude that he's just told me about come round.
Yep.
And I'm going to ready an action to attack should he approach.
Cool. Perfect. All right. Okay. Owain and Ulrich, but he's not here. You hear something deep and guttural make a sound from this wagon here.
Just
Come on.
And it kind of sinks a little bit deeper into the earth. What you also notice is the beginning of rain starting to
Oh,
drop
fuck
in.
off.
I quite like that actually.
What, have you got an aversion to rain?
No, it's fine. Don't worry. I take that back.
My
I take that back.
weakness!
Just don't want to get my thrill all rusty.
Your thrill?
My thrill.
Their
Yeah,
thrill.
my
It's
thrill.
everyone's
You mean
thrill.
mithril?
Mithril.
Commies.
Quinn, it is your turn.
Slow!
Oh.
Wisdom save.
I've gone past Durgob, he's going up that way, he told me about this fellow.
What's the radius?
40-foot cube. So I'm hoping to hit all of these guys.
Cube. You want to get him as well, or just these four?
Who else could I potentially get? And him as well?
Yeah, so 5, 10,
Yeah,
15,
do
20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then this block here.
Okay.
Wisdom saves, please.
I'll do the soldiers all together. Natural 20.
No.
No.
Well, maybe it won't actually. Yeah, maybe it won't be. Nah. I need to save them for when we're actually
Death
going to die.
Cancel that.
Guy closest to you. He has got
Thank you.
What is the save, sorry?
17 wisdom.
17 wisdom. So the guy closest to you doesn't make it.
This
That
jabroni.
dude there. So
They're under the
he's a
slow
jabroni.
ball.
figurines. Sorry, I
He
didn't know
is a
that.
jabroni. You're correct. The rock says, shut your mouth and know your worth.
Get slow.
It's my favourite Flow Rider song.
Get slow.
Through the window.
Try to get slow.
okay. I don't have slow. If you'd like to chuck a dazed on him.
Yeah, I do.
Dazed and confused.
That guy.
Alright.
There it is.
Also doesn't make it, so that guy there.
Just give me a boss.
Other side of the rock. Yep.
Let's go on 4.
No.
Yeah.
Kangaroos.
Bing
Zans,
bong.
mate. Surgeon Zans.
Bing bong.
Fuck your life.
And he rolled an 18.
And what about these? All three of the paths, did they?
Yeah, so these two I rolled at the same time because they're all listed together. So they rolled the natural 20,
Convenient.
18. What the weaker guys is convenient that they survived or made it.
They're slow. And then I will. And this guy's kind of. Is he meant to be standing up?
No.
No, he's prone. He laid down.
Yeah.
What is this Metal Gear Solid bullshit? Well, I'm gonna lie down then.
Hey, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna lie down. I'm
put mine
scared.
down and then put on my grey camo and then.
Maybe you can put a box on top. Like
I
that.
threw a little slow bomb on these boys, and then I hunker down because I'm scared.
Chaff grenade.
And then I say, "They're for you, Sabine."
Thanks, babes. She's gonna get involved.
That's what I thought. Hit the ones that look slow.
The ones that are Baywatch, right?
Yes.
I don't want to know what's in that big
I'll grab
box.
a ring as well for
I
myself.
feel like
It's a big duck.
we should burn
Cheers,
the
mate.
box. We should burn the box.
Burn it.
I'll just do this.
Put the burning bag in the bowl.
Guy right at the top there, so he.
Let's go.
That guy right there, yeah.
You see this guy?
Let's do him.
He is going to use his action to let out a cry. He just kind of yells, "For the Crimson Legion!" as he shouts out, and these guys now have.
Oh, they're all pep.
Dickheads, more like.
Full of pep.
Yes.
Full of pins and peeps and. Hello. My little boys. Hello.
If I could get you, Tim, to put one of these on those boys all there.
All them boys.
3 big guys.
What's this got on them? They're
Bless
blessed.
up. Bless
Oh,
up. Oh, it's not really
bless.
blessed, but it's like the closest thing I can find for it.
On who?
Him.
He's invisible.
He's not.
Oh,
The
sorry.
markers are just.
They're there to mark them.
Right. Now that he's done that, he is going to remain there. He's going to take. Can't do that because action economy won't allow it. Okay. There isn't too much more that he can do because that takes his action to do that. But better that.
He didn't get within 5 feet of me in doing so.
No, he's got plans.
Oh, that's plans.
Oh, what's happened to these? Oh, they got blessed.
Well, sort of. They've got a thing. This guy shouted, "For the Crimson Legion!"
He's also not invisible.
Owen,
Or whatever that says.
it's your turn.
Oh!
Here he comes.
Sorry, microphone users.
Sorry.
Microphone users? For anybody that uses microphones can listen. God, what's with all that audio noise?
Pirouette 180. Eyes fixed on these jabronis. But what hasn't escaped my gaze, this big cart. Flame strike. This 10-foot square cube. Square.
Cool. Alright. Is it just... Isn't it like you can connect things or something? Is that flame strike?
I thought it was like a
Oh, it's just like
divine,
a single point.
Yeah.
Okay, so how big is it, sorry?
10-foot square. So I definitely want this guy getting hit.
Okay,
and
you can either get him and this, or him and this.
I
Or you
want-
can get them too.
I want him and this.
Okay.
And I'm assuming if that's 5, if he is 5 foot, it would hit the fire as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
in case that doesn't.
Well, go ahead and roll some damage for me. I need to look up the health of a cart.
I need. Oh, you also need to roll dex check. Sorry,
okay.
dex save.
Dex save. That's a natural one for him. And
You get
Does the
gas.
cart roll the save? inanimate object?
No, but the creature inside does.
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. I need 3 d6s, boys.
There you go.
Thank you.
No character sheet, no dice.
18 for the creature inside.
Okay, so he'll get half of what I'm about to roll.
Okay. Half.
And
As-
1/10.
It's pretty much dark. There's a little bit of moonlight coming through. You can see the beginning of rain, and what you guys will see is just seemingly the heavens themselves just open up as a massive column of radiant flame and fire just impacts the ground that just like creates an echo that travels quite far.
I'm
Go
thinking
ahead.
like, you know, in Infinity War when the Rainbow Bridge comes down, that with fire.
Yeah.
But from the sounds of it, less heroic.
In my mind, I've just got the you know when they travel in 4 that like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I meant. Yeah,
Oh,
the
right.
Rainbow, yeah, the Bifrost, that's
Yeah.
it.
So,
When you say travels quite far,
why do you say that?
how loud is that?
I mean it's the sound of what's the description for it?
A vertical column of divine fire roars down from the heavens in a location you specify.
Tickles down, whispers down.
Why specifically did you say it travels far?
It's quite quiet in this area.
Yeah.
We're in a cavern.
Just interested.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. Roll some damage for me.
I do that? Okay, so this is the fire damage.
Everyone else have them first.
You got any Werther's, Grandad?
Anti
17 for the fire.
17 for the fire. Okay, but
I liked it.
okay.
It just made me feel disgusting inside.
I mean, they ain't as good as them.
And 14 for the
No,
radiant.
the Brockies and Brocky Balboa. Why set the cart on fire?
Because there's something in it.
Could have been like hostages.
So 17.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Purring hostages.
17 and 14,
big
yeah.
hostages.
If speed's taught me anything, it's shoot the hostage. No one would expect that.
Or drive a boat really fast.
Only if you're willing to fight.
I really like Speed 2, but I wish they did one of us.
Okay. This guy fucking immolates it.
Yay!
Just-
Nice.
It's just the sound of roaring fire.
A Willem scream.
Right. As you do that, and this
we
kind of
could,
like erupts a little. Actually, because each. Okay, I'd say that the way that I've organised the soldier's health, I'd say that this one is injured somewhat by that as well. Now,
Thank you.
this cart, more or less completely burnt away. You can see that there's still like smouldering bits of fire. So I'd say that this is now quite a well-lit area, so this guy's no longer like hidden by darkness. Give me 2 seconds.
I'll shoot back.
Okay, so not exactly what pops out of there, but close enough for...
Simon!
Is that the hill?
No. What?
Last time that happened, I think
This, specifically what you see, just so I can give you a visual, and we can maybe use this on the socials as well. Oh, sorry.
I enjoyed that. I apologise, it's funny.
So that is supposed to be that bad boy.
Oh,
Similar.
So big, thick hide, similar to that of a rhino's, with these 3 kind of burning eyes, massive, thick body, full of muscle.
No, that's
Slowly kind of raises its head. It seems to have like some sort of like collar around its neck as it kind of like slowly comes out of the wreckage.
It sounds dumb though.
One for a lane.
Okay, so he is out.
He's coming.
Okay, it is now the soldiers' turns. This guy. 5. He's going to get to there. This guy. Just to stay there. Okay, and then these two, I'm going to get them to move
Towards the big monster.
Yeah, they run to their death, don't they?
They want to tame him.
Oh, last bit.
So these guys move as... I'd say this guy gets
To the left?
probably
Middle?
just towards the cliff face.
This guy,
Yep.
like there.
About there. Yep, this guy is going to use his movement to get up on top.
I'm on my
I need
tuckers.
to roll athletics check.
Not my tuckers.
It's my next character name.
Okay, so he gets to the top, but that takes his action as well because he rolled low on his athletics check.
Little bitch!
Little bean spirit.
Okay,
Yes.
so he's there.
No.
Right. That's pretty much all they can do, other than the one that's directly behind you, Ulrich. He's going to attack you.
Bring it, bitch.
It's me, James. What the? Are you paper off of all the big ducks?
19 to hit.
You little bitch.
Oh, no, come on now.
What's his AC?
That does hit.
That does hit. Yes.
But it's fine.
You take
You're alright.
14 points reduced to 7.
I ain't even a thing for you.
Above
Makes a
100.
second attack
Must be nice.
for an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's my AC.
Yeah. So a low roll. 5 points of
Is
damage.
that reduced already?
That would then be 2.
It's quite.
Cool. Okay. Right. That's all on his turn. The guy that is slowed, that one there. So he has got.
Half speed.
Yep. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15
10. Is he going up there?
up there.
Let me just
Yeah.
move my fig rolls, sorry.
You and your fig rolls.
What else on slow?
-2 to AC and Dex saving throws, oddly. No reactions. One action, an action or a bonus action, and it can only make one attack.
Okay. It's going to take the dodge action.
Dodge.
You're welcome.
Dodge a wrench.
Okay. Right.
Dodge my balls.
Sabine, it's your turn.
Okay.
Hey, you're here.
Hey!
It's
Late
your
to the
girl.
party. So, Sabine
Right, but
is gonna jump up here.
Yep.
Shit, that's not
I don't know how much that costs me.
50p for a packet.
good.
Make an athletics check.
Roger.
She can
Okay,
step on me
5.
to get up.
13.
Such who's the simp now?
It's 14.
Yeah, plenty.
It's fine.
And if she was going to try and kick him off that rock,
Mm-hmm.
is that going to be strength check?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Baldur's Gate's taught me anything. Just try and throw him off stuff. That's
Okay.
the easiest way to. easiest way to.
That is legit.
Have you got the one with the screw lined up?
Yeah.
Cool.
I do.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Strength. Yeah, it's not going to happen. 11.
Roll 15.
So she goes to kick him, and I imagine she literally kicks his shield, and he's just like,
Oh no, this guy, he just hardens his abs and he just takes it. It's like,
Should I play it anyway?
shit. Okay. In that case, then, she's gonna. After seeing that, would she have advantage on this prayer because she's above him? Like,
you would be, you've used your
oh,
action.
I'm gonna use thingamajiggy. Second
Action
wind,
surge.
action surge, that's it.
Okay. Alright.
Action surge to go ahead and, go for an attack on this boy down here.
Attack me, baby.
Sure, I didn't say it, so never mind.
Okay.
He didn't use his action, so he would have done the dodge action, but I didn't say it, so.
This down here.
Yeah. Because he only moved.
Shame.
Didn't get to anybody, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
Did you say shame? Oh, this fucking guy's gonna stomp all over your ass.
I don't think it can fit here.
Oh yeah, it's the abyss.
So that's a 23 to hit on this breath.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. She's got the special bolts in as well. Matter bolts.
Oh, okay.
Just,
The dum-dums.
yeah, the dum-dums.
In the rain as well. It's going to be very emotive.
So just straight off the top, it's 6 points of damage just from the
6. Cool.
that. And then let me do the chromatic bolts. And it'll be fire damage
Yep.
to the total of 6.
6.
I hope you're keeping count of this because I'm certainly not. And then sneak attack. Come on, baby.
Why sneak attack?
Advantage up here. I thought you said I had advantage.
No.
Not from
Oh.
height.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said
I don't think that gives you advantage.
Only flanking.
Only
Oh.
thanks.
Yeah, only flanks.
Oh, okay. I thought you said. I thought you said it was, but you didn't. So.
Yeah,
ignore.
unless something from slow helps with that.
He's not slowed anyway.
I probably wouldn't have
It's not
done it
slowed anyway.
but yeah, it's fine. So in that case, then she's gonna.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because he's dead anyway.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, these
Easy
Oh,
first.
the little scrubby boys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's just like a bit of a shitstorm of kicking him in the shield and going, oh, for fuck's sake, and then just sets him on fire.
And even though you're like, oh, that wasn't the best hit, you can't. You just realise just because of the campfire nearby, he's already just like bleeding out from the throat, slowly dying.
And then disengage
Yep.
and just yeet myself down here next to on the floor boy.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright. Back up to the top of initiative.
I'll buff these boys next time.
You're gonna buff them.
Buff them right up.
You're gonna slob him.
Not quite.
So this guy here, this guy,
Oh, let me guess, gonna shoot at me, huh?
he is going to take a hit and eats shit, falls over,
Oh fuck!
stands back up, has no movement, so he's just stuck there now. As he tries to jump onto the wagon, slips off because of the rain. You get an attack of opportunity on him.
Oh, get wrecked, honey.
Murder him, bro.
Get in the air.
Kill his ass.
It's a 16.
16. That is 20.
He just slips onto your
5 axe.
25 hits.
He bounces off and falls down the hill.
As he jumps, he catches Achilles. It's like,
That is a 11 points of damage.
11.
damn.
I think. Yes, I can do math.
Cool. So as he goes to leap, my back! He's having a good time.
This guy sucks.
Hey, they're a highly trained militia.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna kill me in like 10 minutes.
You
Okay.
just hear a very deep chuckle from Ulrich.
Right. So
Idiot!
this guy can fire at you, Ulrich. First attack.
Just shut, baby.
That is 16.
Nah, you get fucked.
Bing bong.
Second attack. That is 16.
I refer to my earlier.
If it doesn't hit because it doesn't meet the armor class,
Yeah.
he's missed, right?
Yeah.
So would he hit his mate?
I mean, if you want to implement that rule,
No.
I think that's so that's only if it's like a natural one.
Yeah.
Another 2 attacks against you. That is a 17.
Nope.
And that is it's like an 8.
I'm just like,
No way. Is this a TikTok dance you're doing?
It's raining.
It's
Rains in
it's
his
raining.
eyes.
They're like
Probably got long hair that's like down over his face. Yeah.
frustrating all over.
this guy is gonna hop up. half his movement.
What were you going to yell?
Ooh,
My grandma shoots better than you.
5 feet to
She's
get on.
dead.
5 feet to get on top.
Yeah.
Gonna take 2 shots at you, Quinn. You have plus.
What are you shooting me? I'm down here.
You have. Hey, just calm yourself. You've got plus 5 to your AC because you've got 3/4 cover.
I'm on the floor.
And he's got disadvantage. Yeah. So he's got to roll real well.
Natural 20.
Double 5s. So no.
Not gonna do it.
And a natural 1. Get out of the dice. You just hear like arrows like scattering off the rocks by you. He's going to use the rest of his movement to get back down. Go back into prone.
He will cry away.
Right. Okay.
So just like being military trained just means you're a fucking pussy.
Got him.
That is 4 round for archers. Ulrich, it is your turn.
Full respect to real life military people.
Yes.
What? You're gonna serpentine on your belly? Just run it.
This gentleman, is he within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, he's like right there.
I'm going to do a jumping attack on him, but if I get
On who?
the guy that fell over.
But if the other guy's
Okay.
behind him, then it's...
Yeah. So I'm going to instead switch around and yell at him some expletive in Orcish.
Sure.
Says he's a motherless son of an arsehole or something.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rude. Rude. You're gonna kill him, but you don't have to be rude.
Well, it's part of the fun, mate. I'm going to recklessly attack his behind.
Yep.
And that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Cool. That is a 13 points of damage, I think.
Are you sure? Are you
What
sure
are the
about
numbers,
that?
Mason?
5 plus 8, that's 13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 13 points of damage for the first hit.
Yep.
That's another natural 20.
Yes, it is.
Could have gone either way.
Jesus.
Yeah, that noise was a bit. Cool.
Oh yeah. 14 plus
20.
I think he's gonna share.
What's 14 plus 8? 22?
22.
22
22.
points of
I
damage.
don't know about you, but I'm feeling 20.
22.
Flame DJ.
Just.
I'm looking for your comb, actually. My AoE comb.
I don't have one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Please continue.
There you go. Yeah, you just.
DMs unite.
So, you bring your battle axe down and immediately
Well,
hear the sound of his clavicle snap as it crunches through several ribs and almost cuts his arm completely off as he collapses.
Scrubbos.
Kill them, boy.
You didn't need that arm, did you?
Wow.
I'll take that as a no.
So, action, you still got your movement and bonus action.
Sick. Where was it? Yeah, it's only one attack, wasn't it? Backflip. No, I would just like to run and do a diving.
Was that just one attack? You did two.
Oh, I did 2 attacks.
Yeah.
I would like to jump on top of him.
Athletics.
No, right.
Imagine like a coup de grace double foot stomp off the top right.
24.
24. Whereabouts would you like to land?
Like on his shoulders,
You could have Goomba stomped
Like to
him.
knock him over.
Do like a
enough
meteor.
to like make him prone. Would that be possible?
As you have already taken your action to do 2 attacks, I would say that you can't then also make someone prone.
Could I knock him back, perhaps?
Like a John Woo kick.
Yeah. No damage, just startling him.
If you would like to use your bonus action to knock him back, sure.
I'll just get yours. Good to
Yeah.
shove with bonus action.
Yeah. Help. +1 to help.
Yeah, just for the flavour of being able to knee drop him, basically.
Sure. So we go. Which way?
Into the cart.
Into the cart.
So he'll like drop his head.
Okay. So you've
Smashes
got
him.
pretty much squared up against the cart after he slipped and fell.
Oh
no!
Not having a good time, this boy.
Right.
He's about to, have some limbs removed. So
Ulysses. Ulysses is gonna. I'm not gonna be clever. I'm gonna come around this side and confront this shouty bastard.
Yep.
I'm gonna smack him about with my big blade.
Do it.
Sounds good.
Hit him!
So disadvantage on the attacks because of dodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, doke. No worries. That's cool.
Yeah. I specifically read a book about military.
So, first is 14 plus 9, which would be 23.
So just try not to throw up. Yep, that hits. Not because of.
That's a lot of damage.
So that would be 2d6. I'm also going to throw in a Divine Smite, which will be 2d8. And I'm also going to throw in one of my fun smites on top of that, because I feel like this guy might be quite tough. So I'm going to cast Searing Smite at 2nd level, which will give me an additional 2d6. So let's see what he's done. Sick. So that will be. Put those aside for the fire. It will be 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing.
Another 7. What's the holy damage?
Radiant?
Radiant damage.
How much so?
Another 7 radiant.
Yep.
And then that would be 9 flame damage on top of that. You would also need 2. Oh yeah, so at the start of his of each of his turns, he has to make a con save. And then he will take 1d6 fire damage if he fails that con save, because he's now a flame.
A flame!
Hell yeah.
Yes. That's my first of 2 attacks.
Very nice,
Second
very cool.
attack.
So he's on fire?
Yeah. That's the same again. It's a 14 plus 9.
That hits.
Which will hit. So I'm going to do the same thing again.
Was that with disadvantage again, yeah?
Yeah. It was a 14 and a 17. Yes. Yes. So exactly the same setup, because that way I don't drop concentration for this particular spell. What have we got? So it's a 7 slashing.
7 slashing.
4 radiant. And an additional 4 flame.
Flame. Oh, I do that.
Perfect. As your smite, because you've got battle axe as well.
Greatsword.
Greatsword. As your greatsword just like emanates a large, kind of bright, fiery light from it, because it's branding.
Searing.
Searing, sorry. You see in front of you a fairly built, decked out kind of guy that just immediately meets your gaze and just seems ready to go. Possibly maybe the leader, or at least of some rank. who takes these 2 hits as you kind of like burn into them, somewhat searing away like the tabard on him. And as he kind of like takes a step back, all right.
Well, roll my shoulders in a Brock Lesnar-esque fashion and brandish my sword ready for the next go.
Is anyone going to pump their...
You're both kind of there with your swords bouncing back and forth.
Big smile on my face as well. Like,
Idle animation.
yeah.
Just your might.
Let me just double check I don't have any bonus actions because I think that was doing the spells, so that's fine. Cool.
Perfect. So. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, you guys. You guys.
Right.
Gonna get kissed.
Put this guy just
Oh, it's
here.
actually just you. Where's the Wayne gone?
Oh, I've been hit.
Oh, you're hiding.
Wanking behind the rocks for a little while.
As you see, as you're kind of like, you just like lead this guy into the wagon. You just see behind it, stepping out of the fiery wreckage, this big, muscular, thick, grey-skinned creature just move past this gentleman here and just boom, 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 boom. And he
I didn't eat any corn.
make 3 attacks against you.
Okay.
All
You
at
can take a loss.
advantage.
Yeah,
Why?
because I'm reckless all the time, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, classic.
The trade-off.
So that is 24 to hit,
Yeah, that hits, yeah.
18 to hit,
Yeah, that hits as well.
and right. So first of all, I just need to do something for that.
Doesn't sound good. No. When DM has to think about things for a bit longer.
Could I get you to make a strength saving throw for me?
He's just going to buff you, man.
Easy, mate.
DC of 16.
Less easy, mate. Less easy.
3.
You were good.
Cool. So, as this creature clamps down, you feel its like thick, toothy maw crunch onto your actual shoulder, and you almost feel like it's gonna be ripped out of its socket.
Trying to say, toothy maw. Very nice description. Big fan.
There you go. It's just that lexicon, baby. You got to keep going. But your knees kind of buckle from the sheer weight of it as it kind of like pushes itself onto you, trying to get you down to the ground.
Did not give a consent.
But it doesn't. So you only
Take 40 points of damage.
I don't use these dies very often. So you take roll fairly low. 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Already reduced.
It's probably reduced. Cool.
You then also take. God damn. 8 reduced to 4. And the final hit didn't hit you. So as it kind of clamps down onto your shoulder, it releases and just immediately starts swinging these massive, beefy arms at you. One hits you straight into the ribs. You feel like something might have broken, but you're all right. You don't care. And
I'm half dead anyway.
the next one kind of swings through the wagon, just smashes it. Does hit this guy in the back of the head as he's like bounced back. He's like, oh god!
He's having a real rough day.
He's not loving life.
He
at the
thought
moment.
we'd make camp, we'd have some sausages.
All right, that is its turn. Quinn, you're up next.
Shit.
Yes.
I, still looking at the dirt, I just hold up one hand and burning hands this guy.
On top there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So he needs to make a dex save.
Okie dokie. It's that plus that. 18.
Just.
Just.
So 9 halved
9 halved.
fire damage.
Oh, baby!
Not very exotic, I have to say.
Yeah. So you just immediately just ha, and again for anybody else outside of this area, there's just this light show going off as this guy is just like.
Go with me.
Alright.
You gonna stand up or are you gonna stay down?
I feel like Sabine would have asked that. Are you gonna stand up or are you gonna stay down there, bitch?
I've done loads, man.
Yeah.
With this guy bearing over me, I don't know. I ain't getting no benefits.
You are getting pot shots from here as well, so I'd stay the fuck there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone to ground.
Yeah.
Not to be too meta, but he would get advantage while Quinn's prone, right?
This guy would, if he.
Yeah, he's a little bit above him, so he'd have to actually move to get that. But yeah. Okay. Still standing. Horribly burned.
Good.
I'm very badly burned.
Okay, this guy up with you. He is going to use his bonus action. He's going to get 20 hit points back. Ooh. As you see him kind of just go. Swings his sword about, and he's going to launch into a series of attacks against you, Ulysses.
Okay.
So that is 3 attacks with his great sword.
Sure thing.
Okay, so he does. Where are all my DC? Ah, there they are. Well, it's got to hit first, so it's
Go, Web, go!
sons of bitches.
Up and away, Web.
Stop! I'm trying to concentrate.
Exam.
19 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
Oh, that was a weird dice. 20 to hit.
Yep.
I fucking young. And 30 to hit.
30.
Yes.
Just. Yeah.
Damn it! Okay, so you take.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. I made a mistake.
I have made an error.
No, I'm just joking. Don't want to fight you.
No, we're all friends here.
Please, God, no.
No, why are you hitting me? It was Durgon who screwed you.
Yeah.
Like you said, he screwed
We're here to
you.
tell you about the sellout.
12.
12 damage.
12 damage.
It's the first of 3 is.
Yep. That is only 10.
Only 10.
14.
14. I'm looking pretty rough.
As he kind of like brings his sword out
Yeah.
and just starts carving into you.
And I'll do my best to kind of parry it, but they look like they're connecting. And I'm
Yeah,
just
a
like,
lot of it is, as you're kind of parrying, it's still pushing your sword into yourself, kind of cutting into you with the sheer force. And he kind of brings the sword back. Let's go again.
why not? Round 2, eh?
I really wish I'd slown him for you. That would have been.
That would have been handy.
Piece of
But
hair.
it's alright, it is what it is.
Right.
I've got a plan.
It is what it is.
I have a plan, it's fine.
Okay. Right, that's his turn done. Owain!
Yeah.
Stop bloody drawing shit about saying.
I'm gonna confidently start walking towards this danger zone.
I just love that you've been behind that roll.
I mean, he did nuke a small area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is. Sorry. After your turn, I need to give 2 goes to Durgob because I've completely forgotten.
Oh, okay.
He's been picking his nose.
He's
Sort him out.
Get your boy.
He's your
Come
mate.
get your boy.
He's had to.
Now I'm clutching my holy symbol.
All out of beer.
And I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, baby.
My,
Yeah.
my little round boy again.
Oh, yes, please.
Measure there.
So,
Spirit Guardians, one of the few spells affected by alignment. You can hear more about that on season 3.
so
You had your plug.
do you mind if I keep this on me?
Hold on to
Because
it.
I won't hold on to it for now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I have called forth spirits to protect me.
What do they look like?
Sweet boy.
Oh yeah.
3 beautiful,
what I want.
pale-skinned, elven sisters.
Twins, Basil.
No, they are nothing but a facsimile of the 3 sisters, flittering around me. So yeah, to everyone else, they would just look like angelic or fey as well. And yeah, they're just going to protect me until someone comes at me.
Okay.
Within 15 feet of me.
Dream come true, innit, for a way? Oh, I'm feeling a bit poorly, girls. Can you help me? Help me.
So
I've fallen down a
you-
well.
Just imagine him walking along
Shit
to
in
be
the
like,
bed.
I believe Spirit Guardians is...
Concentration.
Oh yes.
So, you got anything
Oh,
you
I
can
need to
use
roll
for a bonus
concentration.
action?
No, because
yeah.
my bonus action is spells. So no. Oh, I should probably cast that.
as soon as one drops.
Okay.
So he doesn't. Yeah, I would have had to. He would have had to do a con save, but I lost it, so it's fine.
This one might have the store better.
What's Durgob doing?
So Durgob, who actually rolled pretty well for his initiative, but I just
Dig dog.
completely blanked because having this many people, then also someone that you have to
Yeah.
fight with is not fun. So he has a speed of 40 feet.
Ah, kids play.
This guy. So
4 kids.
I mean, I'm the same.
So he will get up and try and kill. Actually,
Try and kill
gets there.
Ulysses.
Clifford the Big Red Durgob.
No.
sake.
No. Don't do it.
You're crazy for this one, don't I?
You son of a bitch.
Bonus action goes into a rage. So with him, he kind of pulls out this massive blood axe, slashes his chest.
What?
And just overhead brings it down on
Oh no.
this guy here, Reckless.
He's slowed. He's got no AC.
I mean, unless he rolls dog shit. He's
Dog
fine,
shit.
mate.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my nice dice. That's like 20 something. So that is. Let's do these bad things. Fucking hell.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they're coming for you? This shit just got real. Figure out what you mean?
Nah, I'm good, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
He deals 30 damage.
Fuck yeah.
Box like sweats. That's the nice way.
Big sweat.
Oh, jeez.
And
Watch
just-
out.
Like, just straight up bisects that guy. I'm just making sure that I'm not missing anything.
He dead.
And because he kills him, he gets 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, that's sick. I'd be
Thanks.
Durgob,
I want to be dead.
I mean, this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get used to it, because
Actually, this is
I
an
don't
absolute win.
Backup's on the way.
This would then be his turn, so he's now going to turn and immediately just go low and then up high, and he technically, well, he wouldn't have had enough movement to get over that, but yeah.
What's he saying?
gets
What's
two
he
attacks
saying?
against
He
him.
He'd have
No.
advantage because I'm flanking as well.
It's also reckless as well.
With his sweat drip down his
Triple advantage.
No, it's the sweat from the thick rolls. That's what it is.
You dashed all over it.
Sanity.
So that is a 29
That's where the goodness is.
and a natural 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right, Jesus.
Okay,
It's not like
so
Your boy's getting
It's
hurt.
like the moist big fig talk happening at the same time. So you
Got options what you want to listen to.
it's like 2 podcasts in one, really.
Let's go
Nutrition.
bird dog.
Nutrition and sweaty pigs.
okay, so we'll just do the first hit because that's a lot easier to figure out. Okay, so that is that and that. Okay, decent. So that's 24 points of damage on the first one.
Very nice.
And then for the crit. Now, fucking Jesus Christ.
It's really making up for those missed rounds.
Right, okay, so.
Really making up for dodgy send messages.
Send these nuts.
Right, okay, so we have got 1d12, 2d12. We've then got another d12.
Oh,
Where is?
roll them in d12.
It's not even the right dice. There you go. He then has an extra 10 because of Great Weapon Master. Attack. And gets added as extra damage. It's going to use Orcish Fury to get another d12.
Jeez Louise.
I find it weird that orcs don't get Orcish Fury and half orcs do. So it should be half orc Fury or whatever.
And then
That's why it's only orcish.
He's done them.
Fury.
Kind
You know how to do it to them.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
he's done them.
Like Fury.
because
Oh,
of
no, they hate
the
it if you call it
Blood
that.
Axe, he gets another 2d6 to those. So he gets all of those dice plus another 17 on top of whatever he rolls.
Slam this guy.
Jesus Christ.
What's that?
Wow,
That's a
all max
lot of
numbers.
With Flex Day.
There's part of me wants to this guy to still be up after this. So I like hitting him.
Finish him off, yeah. With your weapons.
How are you gonna finish me off with your hands?
Destroy him. What you gonna do? Finish me with your claws.
So he does 58 points of damage.
Well, where
Holy
was that?
58 points of damage.
Yep.
I think he's on our side, guys. I think he's on our team.
So he gets
Steady.
he's got a 1d12.
Yeah.
He gets another d12. Oh, actually, he's got an extra d12 because of brutal critical.
Oh, so that was a crit.
Oh, but wait,
Yeah.
there's more.
Makes me feel slightly better.
So what did I say? 58.
58.
68. So yeah, so brutal critical, 1d12. He also gets d6 because he's got the blood axe. He's also got.
I should get that. I had a cold mace, but you all couldn't let me have it. Oh no, it's evil.
Yeah, brutal critical. Then he's also got savage attacker.
Nice.
And then he's also got Orcish Fury, which savage attack, another weapon die. Yeah, so that's why he does so much.
That's a
But
lot
that's
of
like a one thing.
He's spaffed.
Yeah.
shows load.
He's high and
68 is how old this guy's going to feel after that shit.
Is he not dead yet?
Dunno.
No, this guy's still standing. But you, because you're the only one that's like close enough to see this, with an unnatural. For orcish folk, you're used to see them like Ulrich, quite big, quite lumbering. This Durgob just slides along, takes out the first guy, and immediately like spins around on the back foot and just brings it low and then brings it high as he just starts carving in, and you can see just pure rage, anger, hatred. Like you can almost hear the sound of his teeth like grinding against each other.
That's hard.
The smile that I have on my face grows wider.
As the guy in between you now kind of is almost like brought to his knees and starts spitting out blood.
Cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Fucking
There you go.
cool.
Durgob is in the fight.
Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna finish him off with magic missile.
From the grassy
Classic
knoll.
wizard
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, it is this creature's turn.
But did we not interrupt somebody else's turn to do Durgob, or did you? Do
He
that?
did.
I know
his-
it.
he
I
did
know
it
it.
now.
Mine was a quick
Sorry,
one.
Yeah.
sharp down low. Ow!
If you could, please.
They don't know. They
Very
don't know.
accusatory.
Could have happened.
Tell us what happened around here.
Okay, this creature is going to use his attacks on
Simon.
No.
Yeah, he's going to use his attacks. Oh, no.
No, yeah, he's gonna fuck him.
Approach me if you want. Just survive if I let you. Whoa.
You know what? I'm going to see if that soldier would
Off the dome.
be
That's good. Thank you. Off that dome.
smart enough to see the magic over there and know that there is a caster there, knowing that there is people engaged with him.
Engage.
With a 3, no. So he's going to just keep on wailing against you. You were reckless.
Yes, I haven't. I don't have a knot. Really,
Yeah,
so
that's
just
the way to
assume.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just assume.
That's why you keep getting the fucking crits. So first of all, bite.
Might be down.
So close. That is 28 to hit.
Yes.
Yep. So that is. Okay.
That was a nice shot.
14 reduced to 7. Strength saving throw for me.
Puh. Tis buttered peanut. Why did I say that? That was done with me. Third? No, what's 7 plus 9? 16.
16. You just make it. So.
Last time I talk shit.
Fucking smack one in the nuts.
Okay, that is 18.
Bloody see in it.
And 24. So he doesn't get the extra damage because he hasn't knocked you prone.
Trying to gobble me up, is he?
Trying to raise some of them.
Missed your turn.
It's my turn.
Raise some of
We
them.
missed your turn.
Oh, we missed my turn.
We went straight
I
to.
didn't even notice. Wow. So much
Because I
excitement.
was like, I feel like at some point you would have hit this thing, or at least killed the poor guy that's like just been stuck in.
Bubbled around.
This is already down here. So I'm only get 2 turns like Durkov did.
Absolutely not.
You gotta ask.
Okay, so that is 16 reduced to 8.
Put it in a gap.
And 16 reduced to 8. As again, this thing just bites down on you and just is just raging.
Throwing hands.
It's not even necessarily trying to punch you or slash you. It's just like the thickness of its muscle just smashing into
Kind of
you.
like Donkey Kong, just like.
Yeah, only more scary.
It's like Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong is so scary. Like,
If it was a
catch those
Rhino
hands,
Man.
yeah.
Okay, yes, so,
Deep.
sorry.
Okay.
Ulrich, it is your turn.
Cool. 2 guesses what I'm gonna do.
Donkey Kong.
I'm just gonna, put the man out of his misery. He seems like he's had a hard time. I'll send him to heaven.
Finish him.
That's what you want to focus your attention on. You go for it.
I don't know if
Could
it's
it-
the most pressing issue.
The guy that's like, oh god.
Just like being like
The guy has to go.
giant thing, like, hang on.
You get your turn.
I see your point.
I'll come to
See your
you.
point.
It's like if Godzilla and King Kong were fighting, and then there's just like a small person like, no, please stop.
Alright, instead.
But you do you.
Now you do it, mate.
You do what you feel like.
What would Ulrich
What
do?
would Ulrich do? WW, you do.
Do something stupid.
Like fight the biggest thing in front of
Yeah. So,
Come full circle. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
Now I heard this guy, he said you're ugly.
bitch, you work.
you. Yeah.
So I'm gonna make you dead again.
Can I jump up here?
What's your? Because that's a standing jump of
Yeah.
about 10 feet. So
He's been doing his box jumps. He's fine.
Also, I've got, with my bonus action, I've got 80 feet of movement.
yeah, having lots of movement doesn't necessarily mean that you can just leap really high up from a standing position.
I mean, I'm also strong as fuck. If that helps.
It's got thick quads.
I'm
Go, go,
here
gadget
to
time.
I've done leg days for many
remind
days.
you of the limitations of what you can do, because otherwise you are just able to do everything
To
in
the
this
moon.
game.
I fly at him full speed with my sword out.
Gotta make him into a kebab.
Okay, so
Then I take his sword away.
what's your strength modifier?
Plus 5.
It's on the table.
You're lactating, my dude.
He's just dribbled.
So it's drawing at the obscene amount of dice. It gets the rough.
So many dice.
So, because you are standing, you can jump 10 feet.
Yeah.
Be a athletics check of like 10.
Almost impossible to
Many. 26. Yeah.
Yes, you can do that.
Cool. I'm up in his grill. I'm gonna hack away at his tail, like I'm playing Monster Hunter, you know.
Doesn't have a tail.
His arse.
That's just part of the his
sorry.
arse. The arse. The arse.
I'm gonna hack away at his butt then. There you go. That is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
That is 12 points of damage. Going in for the second hit.
Oh, are you kidding? Yeah. 3 rounds in a row.
That's a natural 20.
Ah, yeah.
That's 3 this game.
Oh yeah.
Mad.
3 rounds on the trot.
What's going on?
Clean yourself a nice rump steak.
No.
I should roll damage. 20 points of damage. Pretty pleased. With a cherry on top.
Okay. So you immediately start carving into this creature after you. After this guy is just on the floor, just witnesses you just go. Just jump over his head.
You ever play Tekken? You know, Jack the robot. You would always be like. That's what I'm imagining right now.
So you manage to jump, leap in the air, start carving into this creature. As you do, it immediately just backhands you, and you take another 7 points of damage.
Reduced already?
Already reduced.
You got bopped.
That's a backhand right there.
Yeah.
Just some tennis.
Bing bong.
He's looking okay. You left a hefty wound in the back section of a proper thick bit of muscle, and as you cut into it, there is a little bit of blood, but you can just see the exposed muscle. But
Give yourself some nice rump.
rump steak.
That's what I call a rump roast.
Just gonna salt it. Salted warm.
Okay. bear with me a second, because we went to Owain, you did your thing. I realised that Durgob hadn't gone. Did 2 turns with him. We then skipped soldier, veteran, Sabine, archers, and went straight to Ulrich.
So that's because I'd missed the go, right?
Yes. No, you hadn't. You just hadn't gone yet, because we hadn't gotten to that point in the initiative because Sabine had been. So
You're soldiers now,
we
right?
need to do soldiers,
Soldier
veterans,
battalion.
Sabine, archers,
Got you.
and then elite. I love big combat. It's great.
Just let them come
right.
to me.
I
To
got
the
my
mower.
It's just fine. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about this.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay, so this guy here is going to hop down.
Here,
Yep.
is he gonna squeeze in between? Is he?
Yep.
Get cozy.
Yep.
For a spell one.
It's going to take. Where is he? What are you laughing at?
School kids in the back of the bus over here.
Micro down.
Okay. It's going to make 2 attacks against you with advantage. That is 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is somebody come get her.
Lazy like a screamer.
So it's not using it two-handed. 9 points of damage
Another investigation check.
and 10 points of damage.
That was ages ago.
As he
Owie!
just
Should we do one
starts
for old time's
slashing
sake?
into you.
Yeah.
But that's all he can do on his turn. There isn't too many of these
Oh, I can make
guys.
concentration.
There you go, it's not like it.
Constitution.
Yep.
You're pretty sure you're fighting something.
That's a bit gone. Slower is gone.
Not sure.
Okay.
Just saying the last guy anyway, so.
Yeah, just that guy over there. Okay. This guy.
I wanted to try it again and ask him.
Alright, you're dead.
Oh, he's
hell, dude?
Okay, so he sees.
I was doing so great.
I just freeze up my concentration now.
There's so many fangs.
Oh, did you get knocked off?
Yeah, he did.
I did get knocked
Okay, right. So this guy pushes up. He's going to get
Checking
into
the,
your face.
This dude.
Yeah.
The quality of gold there, right?
Oh, now Quint's dead.
Jesus.
Oh, I can't take this one off.
God damn it.
Okay, so that's with.
Day of all days.
that one there.
What's the name?
Last day of Hanukkah.
Actually.
Well done.
Thanks. Didn't light a single candle.
22 to hit you.
Yeah, no, that hits, yeah.
Yeah.
There are 4 lights.
And 23 to hit you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna use,
Yeah, slow just dropped on him, I'm afraid. Otherwise, you would have been in a bit of a better position.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do uncanny dodge on one of these.
So first one is 17 points of. Sorry. 2 seconds.
Oh, you don't like talking. Don't worry. We're going to be gone.
He actually rolled lower
To be.
because he's using 2 hands, so that is 14
On the
points
second
of
one.
damage for the first one.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll half that.
Okay, so 7 on the
7.
first one.
Brain.
10 on the second.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And that is his go as he starts slashing into you. Now the rain is starting to. It's a real downpour. Okay, right. Sabine!
Hey! Okay, so would I get advantage on him because flanked?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gonna go for this boy. I know he's gonna. A zzz? Or a friend within 5 feet. I don't know what the.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, you'll get sneak attack, but it's just because he's prone.
Whether is he technically engaged or is it?
Ah,
Oh, that's cute.
down on one knee for this boy. On one knee because we're engaged.
I'd say because he's prone on the floor, you wouldn't get flanking, but he's still within 5 feet, so you still get sneak attack. You just wouldn't get advantage.
Stunning! Right, so yeah, she's gonna go for him because you squishy win. So yeah, look after you. That is a grand total of 17 to hit.
17 to hit that guy and pretty sure it misses.
Misses.
Yeah.
Crossbow expert. We'll go for another one then. Fuck.
Yeah, you missed by like 1.
Okay, that will hit. That's 23.
23 definitely hits, yeah.
Cool. Another chromatic. No, not a chromatic bolt on this one. Just a regular.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be 8 just on the old bolt.
Mm-hmm.
The regular build. And then
Plenty.
I'll give you the whole total. 23 points of damage.
Yeah, nice.
That guy's
Yeah.
toast.
I imagine as I shoot him in like the back of the head, he just falls on top of you.
Burnt face melting on top of you. No, thank you.
And then actually that's it because I've used bonus action for DDandD. What's it called? Crossbow expert.
Yeah.
So yeah, no bonus action actually used movement. I'm not going to move.
Can we see this though from where we are? Maybe not me, but
Not really. You can see the back end of this, the grey, great movie. You can just about see the back of Durgob, but all of this is like there are only 2 pockets of light, which are those 2 original campsites, and then this is kind of engulfed.
fine.
Although it's slowly starting to peter out a little bit as the rain continues.
It's called a grey render. It just sounds like an unfinished.
All right, metagamer.
No, well, you showed it to us.
Nah.
I'm just looking at a photo.
Just looked at the image.
Transparent
All right.
PNG.
Archers.
I bet it's not even got a transparent background.
One then hit.
No, it's just black and white squares.
Do you know what? I'm going to roll for this guy to see if he just gives up.
Fucking dies.
He's just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Puts it on his feet and
2 throws his bow on the floor and just lies down.
He's going to be our new friend. We're going to bring him everywhere with us.
Yeah.
Now that's our wise.
If we could get Matt to start
our
playing
wife.
again, he could be that guy.
Is he like the Mandarin in Shang-Chi when he just lies down like, I'm dying?
He's going to take 2 shots against...
He's like a tricky boy back there.
Yeah, he's going to take 2 shots against you. Yeah, he's supposed to be up here, but I can't balance him on there.
Alright, mate.
This guy, half movement up to there.
Feels that, mate.
2 shots against you, as you are too hard to hit. Okay, so...
Sorry, it just dawned to me there's a guy just like someone else just lying down.
Yeah, he's been
He's
trying
been
to.
prone for ages, this chap.
Is he
trying to
like...
get me.
So
Yeah, he's trying to.
Yeah. He's Colonel.
That's really good.
It was really good.
so these ones, so he's attacking you. So that is
Oh shit, I've got to decide what I want to do.
fucking numbers. 20 to hit you.
Fine.
Natural 20 as well. This fucking guy gets like however many nat 20s in a row. I get one. He's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Well, I'm a PC, that's what we do. We whine.
you do wine.
Sound of my ass cheeks clapping together as loading the guards.
15 reduced to
Nanomachines.
15 reduced to 7.
New kind of Metal Gear.
Like my sunglasses.
Virtual mission.
Eva.
I got this.
You gonna finish the combat for us? Yeah.
In
Okay.
one.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna help.
He's just going to leave.
It's gonna lie
I got
down.
this.
My secret spell.
Taking a long time to count this, so I'm not happy.
It's just maths. It's hard.
Math is hard. This game really exposes how bad everyone's math is.
38 reduced to 19.
That'd
So that's for him. These are 2 attacks against you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what
No
I'm here for.
advantage
Take all the
though.
damage.
So
be. No
Guy.
If anyone wants to heal me, you know, it's
I'm on my way to you.
yeah, that's a 14 to hit you,
Yeah,
and 16 to hit you.
that one hits.
Okay, and that is he's also gonna do Archer's Eye.
Some Hawkeye shit.
Pretty much.
What guy?
19 points of damage to you.
Ouch.
ouch, kabibble.
Ouchie!
Hey, that really
So
hurt.
hops up,
Oh,
hops
here
back
it
down.
is.
Ha! Ooh! Right, okay, that is the archers go. We did Ulrich. It's to you now.
So I'm gonna, with a bit of a flourish, like kind of have my sword behind me, and kind of look this guy in the face and say, "It seems you might be otherwise occupied with your colleague." And I'm gonna lay a hand on my chest. You'll see this divine light begin to glow, and my eyes kind of crackle a bit with the thunder of chord. As I lay on hands myself for 50 points of damage.
No, you mean lie down onto your own hands?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Frustratingly, that is an action, so that is my turn. But I'm now more or less back to full health.
Bloody paladins just fucking heal themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this
Because
guy,
I need some space.
kind of, as much as there is a look of anger and just almost like a hint of like betrayal because he's being attacked by Durgob, he does look like he's conceding, like he's remained on the floor and he's looking up at you.
Did you say
Conceding.
With that, seeing that, I would put a hand up to Durgob, have my sword ready. I can't make an attack, but you know,
Yeah.
the flavour. I've got my sword up and I'm just like, you might not want to murder him because we can talk to him.
Yeah.
Good thing talking him out of it by the sounds of it.
But yeah, well, I realise it's the longest of shots. But even so, I'll be like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Perfect.
I'm an angry boy.
I could hear his teeth breaking as he was clenching his jaw. So
Quinn, it is
Really
your
bad
turn.
dentistry, though, this guy.
Yeah.
Really bad. Yeah. Breaking teeth all the time.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking bad. Breaking nan. Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
don't know whether I had a bag of thieves and buttheads.
Can I, if I stand up, I can see this archer, right? Because if he stands up, he can see me. So
Well, he has to stand up, hop on there, and then come back down.
can I see him if I stand up like this? No?
I would say that you could. You know he's there. Because he's prone, if you're using anything ranged, you have disadvantage. And because he's behind that rock,
No, I can't see him.
he'd have 3/4 cover like you did earlier. That's why he stopped attacking you.
But maybe I could see him though. Yeah?
You could see him, yeah.
Then I'm just gonna magic missile him because then get shit back up.
Son of a bitch!
It's a waste of my time to my cover him.
Just like a little carbide ball, just like. Whoop.
You should have just said magic missile.
You have to see them, so I wanted to know if I could see them at all first. At second level.
See his foot poking out there.
Yeah, they can hide, but they're using their bonus actions for extra damage. So.
All 4 on this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say something like, aim better because you missed.
I really want like all
Fucking
ones.
god.
Ow!
Just little like puffs of flame on his arm. Stop it.
16 points of force damage.
Hit markers.
Yeah.
Cracked him.
Squibs.
Load him.
Okay.
On the arm, this archer dude.
Yeah. So you just see them
Gets
like,
taken out.
as you can kind of see him like edging around the rock, just little flashes of light in this otherwise completely dark area.
There's light around me, surely.
He called a pillar of fire from the sky. I think that's a couple of little darts.
I'm just reminding you.
No.
Actually, my pillar from the sky was next to a fire,
So it would have gone
so
even more.
I could see what I was doing.
No. Okay, so that's
You just got sent like me.
Yeah. You have to
This
fight him
guy?
out this one.
Monster
who is like spitting up blood, and you can see like bits of like torn up flesh from his back.
Oh,
just gonna call
Um,
it just to be.
just remains in the kneeling position.
I could do this all day.
As he gets beheaded.
Right, now we are back
Don't
to
run from
Owain.
Oh, I'm just gonna peel out my notebook. My notebook.
Gonna
And you see this.
What is this? It's a rock.
It looks a bit like a penis
In like the smallest of ways.
in the sense that there's a larger thing and then two
Got him.
smaller things below it.
Got him.
I've used this for like 3 years and not once.
I've just been staring at me for the last 2 hours.
Now I'll put it back.
Yeah, it's just a little showed as well, must it?
Come on.
Sorry. So, with the spirits surrounding me, I'm just going to start calmly. I eye up if I can. Can I see where Ulrich is? Or can I
From
get an
where you are?
impression?
No.
No.
You
I'm
cannot
just
see
going to say fuck it and just start walking towards
the
big
boy.
lad over here, but down this way, with my prayer book open, holding
Trips and falls.
Eats ass.
holding holding my prayer book and my spiritual, my religious symbol, just muttering some prayers
Okay.
to
So
retain concentration.
you moved like 15 feet.
Yeah.
So if you want to move further, you can. You got, I would assume, another 15.
You can cast the spells.
Yeah, as long as they don't require concentration.
You can cast another spell as well as concentrate.
Oh,
Yeah.
all my spells require concentration.
All of
Nearly everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Right,
every
next
single
time
one.
you level up.
I
Have you got any cantrips? Like,
Ooh,
Sacred
yeah,
Flame?
good shout.
flick in a
I
couple
do
in
have
it.
Sacred Flame,
Look at a
yeah.
couple in your list that aren't concentration and you level up.
Yeah, my bad. I think that's the only one I don't have. I remember last checking quite recently.
It's the one thing I wish
Yes.
paladins had was like cantrips or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna Sacred
I think that'd
Flame
be so
this boy.
OP.
Actually, no, fuck him. I'll shoot one over at this guy.
Okay, cool. What is the...
It's on there.
Is it attack roll or save?
Save.
Yep.
16. Dexterity.
Are you trying to get?
16.
Big boy. Big
Natural
dice,
18.
That's it's secret. Okay.
Yeah, natural 18 plus 1. So I don't think it does anything because that's why
It's a
I
cantrip.
hate it in Baldur's Gate. Never seems to
No,
work.
it will take 1d8 instead of 2 if it saves.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The target must succeed on a dex save or take 1d8.
Higher level cantrips, so you get more, I think.
Fair enough.
7.
7.
7 radiant.
Okie dokie. Eggs and toasty.
Yeah.
So, so you fire this off as you've got your dancing ladies around you.
Anyone that sees, you're very impressed by the accuracy because it goes between 2 of them. I don't care. All four of us are very chill.
So
about
as you
the
fire
situation.
that off and it hits the back end of this thing. Okay.
I've got my own impressive lady dancing around me, thank you very much.
So this
She
guy
rips out your throat because she's well.
charge you.
Oh, he's gonna have to do me a
Don't do
favour
it.
because he started his turn in my sphere.
Yep.
So you're gonna have to give me a wisdom save of 16.
He just misses out with a 15.
Cool. He in turn is gonna take
What level did you cast this?
third.
Okay.
17 points of radiant damage.
This guy, by the time he gets to you, is like just torn to shreds from your spirit guardians. He's got like 3 hit points left. He's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Ooh, don't like that.
Oh, I mean that's a 7 to hit,
That's a no.
and that is a little bit better. 17.
No.
Oof.
Cleric.
Yeah.
Tanky boy.
Okay, so that's the only one of those.
Hello.
Now it's back to this guy up here with
So
you,
pretty
Sabine. He's
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
take 2 attacks against you.
5
Yes,
is
ma'am.
pretty ass.
You haven't stopped.
So I don't want you to.
Fucking hell. Right, first attack is 20 to hit
Yes, that hits.
and 17 to hit.
Gonna shield that one.
Shield that
Nice.
one.
So the first one hits.
First one hits, so that is this. Uh, 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
As it like carves into you on the first one, and on the backhand you kind of like instinctually put your hand out and it just like scatters sparks across your face. Arcane sparks.
I
Okay.
just play bass for Arcane Sparks.
Is that a reaction shield?
Yeah.
Is it new round?
Not yet. You go next.
Oh. Then we'll go back and we'll do that damage, shall we?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
You're still kicking me! Danlo! What? You've been kicking me for like the last 2 minutes. I'm touching you. You're just kicking me.
Right.
yeah, let's do the damage for the other one.
That's not touching me. But like,
I don't like that thing.
fluffs from the
19.
sock of 19.
Damage.
Hey.
You're right.
Yeah, now you're fucking doing it again.
I can get away from them.
I can get us away. Do you look shit?
Yeah, I'm eating shit.
I'll just get us away next time.
It's your turn.
Is it my go?
Yeah.
Take some defensive action. I'll just get us away next time when it comes around. Or you can run away. I don't care.
Yeah, she's gonna do that. Sorry. She's gonna cast invisibility on herself. So she's gone invisible.
Okay.
And then she's gonna disengage. Oh, and yeet him off the cliff edge as well by the looks of things.
Hang on.
There we go.
It took so long.
To replay.
You can cut it out though. It'll be post and it'll sound fine.
With disengage, she wouldn't be able to get past him that way. Actually, no, it's empty space.
Yeah.
Oh, actually. She's gonna go up here. If that's not gonna cost her any extra.
Athletics check again.
Yeah.
Like, DC of like 5, I think I said last time.
It's 11 plus 1. So
Yeah, you're fine.
Cool. So yeah, she's gone invisible, disengaged,
Yep.
and she's just up here,
Invisible.
invisible.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Right, back to the top of the initiative. Sorry that this is going on for a little bit, guys. Okay, it is the archers' go. This one doesn't have line of sight of Owain, so it's going to shoot against you, Ulrich.
Bring it on, bitch.
This guy is going to do his same old shtick.
How's he feeling?
This guy,
Yeah, because I pinged him and tickled him.
Tickle, tickle.
It's feeling like a bag of
he
shit.
doesn't feel that bad.
Oh, I don't care about him then.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff down this end that hasn't really been hit too much yet. But hey, morale's a thing.
Yeah, once that big boss guy goes, they'll all be crybabies.
Okay, so that is.
They're all gonna let themselves
2
get
attacks
eaten.
against
Yeah.
you, Ulrich, with advantage.
Interesting.
Natural 20.
No, shut up, because I'm going to cast a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna cast.
Temporal Shunt.
Read that out for
What'd
me.
you call me?
You target the triggering creature, which must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or vanish.
Do you need to see it?
Yes.
Never mind.
Wait.
You're prone.
Yeah, but I saw him when I tickled him with my missiles.
This guy.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Sorry, I thought it was this guy. Sorry.
No. This guy will be attacking you in a minute.
Oh, Paul.
I tried to save you.
Thank you, mate. Much
I
obliged.
misunderstood the situation
And that's a 19 as well.
gravely.
So,
I definitely can't see that guy.
Even I can't see this guy.
Which guy?
No one
As in
knows.
Simon can't see this guy.
Fucking John Cena, mate.
It's Friday.
it's going to use its last use of Archer's Eye.
Before you went invisible, then and you look in, and you like bloodied and. Alright, easy. I get this. I got this.
I've got a plan.
I got this.
Jesus Christ.
We've all got plans. Let's hope they all pay out. Don't worry, I'm not giving up on you, Quinn.
It is I who will not give up on you.
40 reduced
That's
to 20.
This is gone spiky over here.
I've just been here for a while, so.
Yeah.
And 14 reduced to 7.
I'll kick you again.
Okay, cool. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
I'm now
close.
just single digits.
Single digits.
Ooh, welcome to the club, baby.
Owain.
I'm
Get
on
your
my
ass
way.
in.
I'm on my way.
Anyone have any potions or. No, we didn't go shopping.
We didn't go
Yeah.
shopping
Yeah.
because
Okay,
Done.
these
Is
ones
a
are
cat.
against you, but once
Don't
again,
work with me, mate.
disadvantage because you are prone.
Yeah, come on. And cover or not cover this one?
I've got something. That might.
You haven't actually moved, have you? We've just moved you over a little bit
Yeah.
because I feel like you were closer to this side, which meant that he couldn't really see you. So, yeah, because Sabine has gone invisible, he's just going to have to try and hit you. So with disadvantage, and you've got
2?
plus. I'd say 3/4, so +5, because that's what he's had from you.
Oh, okay.
He rolled a 17 naturally, so that's 23.
That will actually still hit, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
for the
that's alright.
second attack, way lower. 15.
No.
Yeah. So first one. That is 18.
No.
Once again, hides back down. So he's taking a lot of shots and just kind of hoping for the most part because he can just about see the outline of you. A small grunt of pain, like rolls back down. Okay, so
Just a point of order. We haven't seen that dude, have we?
which dude?
The noble.
noble.
Okay.
Oh.
He's really shitting himself
Alright.
on his wagons, isn't he?
I'm going to get him to use his last Archer's Eye as well.
Aye,
Aye, aye.
Another 6 points.
On to me? Oh, what jabroni?
Okay, cool. Alright, that's the end of the archers go. Ulrich, it's your turn.
When's it Durgob's go?
Durgob is after you.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I probably missed him again, but I know exactly what he's going to do, so.
I imagine, yeah.
I'm gonna hit.
Big guy?
I'm gonna hit that.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Bloodhound game.
28.
28 hits.
Yeah. 12. Second one coming up. Slow. There's a.
That was radiating.
There's a 14 hit.
14 does not hit.
Shitballs.
So first one, kind of into the side of his leg, because now there's a bit of a height differential between you. And then the second one, you go to overhead it, and it just kind of grabs the blade as it sinks into its hand a little bit, but shoves it off as its attention remains on you.
Come on, bitch.
Why you gotta say this shit, man? Why you gotta make me come for you?
Did he come?
Ulysses.
So, I'm going to use. 40 feet of movement to get up to this fella. I'm going to hit him twice.
Yep. Far away.
I assume I don't have an attack of opportunity made against me.
You do not.
Guy's dead as fuck.
First hit is a 27.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Where is he?
Yeah. Hit my armor.
The second is a 15.
15 doesn't hit.
Okay, so the first one does.
Yep.
I drop a smite in it because, that's what I do. So 2d6, 2d8. I didn't add the +5 to the last attacks. Silly me. So that is 8 plus 3 is 11 radiant, and 7 slashing, plus 5 to be 12 slashing. So it would be a grand total of 20 something. 22?
22. Yep.
First hit, is he still up?
Still up?
Oh, that was the 2 attacks.
Oh, both of them
yeah.
together, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because the second one didn't hit. But what I am going to do is use my Channel Divinity to cast Inspiring Smite, which means I can give hit point equals to 2d8 plus my level divided amongst people within 30 feet of me.
Oh, cool.
So, level 10
Do you need
plus...
to be able to see the person?
It doesn't say so.
No, not Nora.
just
Immediately
an
after you
aura.
deal damage, you with your Divine Smite feature, you can use your Channel Divinity as a bonus action to distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include you. Top number is temporary hit points. Temporary hit points is 2d8 plus your level. So it says nothing about being able to see them.
But you don't know Sabine is there.
But the
Creatures of your choice.
Whoops, I guess
If-
we're all right.
But you knew I
I
was
knew
there.
she was there. And this is a divine
That's fair.
thing. It's your call ultimately. I wouldn't use it if I couldn't.
I just want Sabine to be here.
I wouldn't use it if I didn't know I could heal Sabine.
Alright. Use it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Although no, because I wouldn't know, would I?
Oh, well done.
My character's dead now.
Not metagaming. Try
Yeah.
not to.
No.
I wouldn't
No,
have.
you got-
I wouldn't know that Sabine's hurt. True.
Nope.
So I would have just. Yeah, I wouldn't have used it.
Fair.
I would have just hit the guy.
Cool.
And I
It's
don't know
this
what-
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, he's weaker, and you're invisible.
It's fine. I got it.
It's cool.
Good.
Yeah. If you.
Fine,
Yeah.
I was
If
going
I'd
to
known.
what I was asked.
Yeah,
Fine.
I was metagaming because I wouldn't know that Sabine was hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
it all
I
happened
wouldn't have done that.
in there, didn't
Yeah.
it? And you were.
Yeah. But I would have,
Anything
seen, I
else
would have
new?
seen off the edge, like, oh, there's a fight going on there, I'll go and help out.
Yeah. Anything with bonus action though?
Bonus action.
No, it would be Inspiring Smite or Fearless Athlete, neither of which I want to do.
Right.
And I'm not going to keep my spell slots because I'm
Still got a big ball.
yeah, this little thing over there that needs some hurt load on it. Okay.
Cool. End of your turn. It is Durgob's.
Oh, here we go.
Here comes some narrative.
Dad gob.
Slob knob.
That's fine.
That one.
When he starts coming for this, he's like, could be that meme of Kid Rock on the beach.
Dadbot just stands up here looking over like, oh, you need to put some WD-40 on that.
It's not arms crossed, it's hands on
Oh yeah,
hips.
yeah.
And then once it stops raining, really needed that.
And it'll be a lot of
Plants needed that. Yeah.
like these like slightly down pointed pointing like some of that over there.
A lot of dad noises like.
Let's slight rub at the sound. Yeah, no, a bit more over there.
See what it is.
Well, what I would have done.
From behind you,
You came from behind.
you hear the sound of crushing flesh and a sound of crumbling wood as just kind of over your shoulder you see Durgob just and smashes it so that it caves most of the face in and slides into the wagon and part of the top head comes off.
He really didn't like this guy.
Yeah.
No, for good
Really
reason.
yum.
Yeah.
For good
Yum.
reason.
I'll turn around and kind of be like, whoa. Like, kind of an acknowledging like,
You're a cantaloupe.
fuck.
Cantaloupe.
That's
Fuck me.
a lot of damage.
Yeah. So after he does that, just swings round, gets low, and just starts to run, and kind of like starts to like disappear
Is he
into the
narrow
dark.
running?
Yeah, because like instead
I'm a
of
bit
holding
hot for
his
Durgob.
blood axe like this, just kind of put it round about halfway and just gets low and starts running.
That's pretty fit, yeah.
Just kind of disappears into the night and the
A
rain.
little fan art.
Okay.
Suspect.
Teach me, Durgog. Teach me.
It is the Grey's turn.
Grey's Anatomy.
The Grey with Liam Neeson.
Stop for a second.
Yep.
Damn.
Roll
Activated by trap
a wisdom.
Roll your mummy dice.
Yeah, roll a wisdom save for me, please.
Sure thing, Dad.
Have you been chomping on this guy much?
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, I've put
natural
a fair
18.
few hits in.
Okay, so you will be taking half of this.
Yep.
Cool.
Good for you. Thanks, man.
Oh my god. That could have been just a 3.5 worth of radiant damage. What a great third level spell.
Okay, so as soon as he enters and the Saiyans start cutting into him,
No,
He
they're
immediately-
shit, they're not saying anything.
he immediately just backhands you into that rock behind you. That is 23 to hit.
Oh no.
So this is just his reaction to taking damage.
React this, mate.
Like, I've just been taking hits after hit with this guy, and it's not fun. I can tell you now.
Good.
And he's been taking half damage.
Yeah, spread that sauce out.
No sauce. No
you take,
sauce.
you take 9 points of damage,
Okay.
and now he's just gonna unload on you.
The season finale.
Can you unleash his load on you?
Ooh.
Okay.
20 to hit.
Yeah. I've got a lot of regrets.
You better start making his concentration saves as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first one that you have to make is you just need to be a 10.
Okay. Yeah, we say that. No.
Okay, so Spirit Guardians is gone.
Yeah,
They got
Sister's like, fuck
in
this.
there.
Ooh, he's weak.
We don't want to protect you anymore.
Are you?
Could I get you to make a strength saving throw for me?
I'm in strong.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Hey, that's pretty good.
21.
Okay, you're not knocked to the floor, so you
Why
don't take bonus
now?
damage. But
I think that was important to
Yeah.
pass that one.
Yeah.
So otherwise you'd be prone and then it'd be crit.
Advantage if I just
Then be shit city. Population.
Without a creek, mate.
take 23 points of damage from the first attack.
I'm gonna stop you there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
What else?
Well, I'm down. So
What?
Oh, what?
How?
you just pretty much did like I had 73 HP.
You
Yeah.
did 9.
Oh no,
and then
sorry.
23.
No, I had 58 left. So you did 23, 9, and that one.
No, it's been 9 and then 23.
Yeah, that's it.
It hasn't been 2 23, it's just 1 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the 9 was the.
It was
Hit
just
him
like
into
a
the wall.
reaction
Ah.
back here. Yeah.
Yada yada.
Jesus Christ, because that would have been another 2 attacks on you with advantage, and you would have just been dead.
Super dead.
Let's get the one out the way.
Okay. Fucking hell, man. Why you gotta do?
That's my bad.
Durgob would have had a bit more speed. No, he wouldn't. Never mind, I'm being an idiot. Yeah, but he wasn't.
That is 17 to hit.
No.
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 And 23 to
today.
hit.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Uh, 18 points of slashing damage. As this time it just kind of uppercuts you again into the stone wall behind you, just like pummeling
Oh my
into
god.
It's alright, you've got a big angry orc on his way.
Yeah, he's going to help
Hopefully
you
he'll,
out.
Reinforcements around their head.
Now, please.
Let's have a ride.
you. Okay.
You got to heal him.
Cha-ching!
Yes, please.
I can't. Sorry.
Oh.
The thing I thought would work won't work.
Guess I'll die.
Well, if I can get there and I see you, then I can.
Quinn, your turn.
Having seen Sabine disappear and knowing that it's a spell and she goes invisible because I go invisible all the time as well,
Yeah.
I will shout, Sabine, take my hand, and just kind of hold it in the general direction where she was.
Yeah.
I give it a couple of seconds? Do you want to take my hand?
Oh.
That would have to be something that happens on her turn. So if you want to hold something for the feeling of something grabbing you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will. And it'll be to cast a spell, which means I have to concentrate.
What spell?
Dimension Door.
Okay. So the moment you feel something grab a hold of your hand, you cast a Dimension Door.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Like it.
Obviously, that I can't see. I don't want this guy to just come and touch my hand and be like, well, I guess you're going with me now.
Come on then,
Still gonna
boy.
cast it.
Yeah. Okay. That's your turn.
I cast Unseen Servant.
Owen, it's back to you.
Oh.
Actually, as it is that guy and he is dead, I am going to, just so people don't all die, gonna roll that guy over there. Succeeds. He succeeds.
Just to see if that's Lee.
Yeah. Okay, well, this guy doesn't look too happy about his odds. Okay. Right, yeah, sorry. Owen, your turn. It's gonna
Yeah.
get, like, progressively higher as each round goes by.
I'm gonna. Sorry. I just had a cast.
Guardians.
No, something good.
Girls, come back, please.
Prayer of healing
Nice.
on myself at 4th.
North.
So I'm just gonna quickly roll.
Just 1 second.
You see if I can cast it on myself.
No, so Prayer of Healing has a time
Oh yeah.
of 10 minutes
Yeah, that's not a battle spell. That was a.
outside of combat spell.
One
Okay.
Because the duration is instantaneous, but it takes 10 minutes to cast.
To do the prayer.
Can I retract that and then just cast Healing Word on myself?
Not Cure Wounds.
I don't think. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cure Wounds at 4th.
Yep.
It's the same dice roll, so can I just use what I roll and carry it over to that? It's
Sure.
up to you. Okay.
please.
Cool. So you've healed yourself, assuming that you're staying there.
Yeah, he is like right up in my guts, isn't he?
Yeah. He's about as up in your guts as you can be outside of intercourse.
Well, you could have taken us to dinner first.
Yeah. I'll stay put. I can't really take like a defensive position, can I?
For flavour, you can.
Yeah.
Technically, I don't think so.
Whatever you
Yeah, I just sort of like not even kneel, like quarter squat behind my shield,
Sure.
hammer in hand, but
Okay.
yeah. For Flavor Flav.
Perfect. This guy. Perfect. Gonna get up in your grill and start stagging you in the side. Start poking your ribs.
Slag.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Boy.
And on his second
Well,
hit.
at least Revivify worked on you, mate.
I have that as a spell. And if you have a diamond in your pocket,
does.
Second one is 17.
You actually know I do. No,
Okay, so first one is.
I don't mean to be aggressive.
No,
I mean,
no.
your character knows I do.
You fucking know.
Know it. No, I have one.
You know I have a diamond.
Diamonds in my grill.
All I know is you sound
It's his
like
teeth.
that.
Just like,
When I die, just give me one of these.
he's got this diamond encrusted Furby from. This is how I win.
It's beautiful.
Take 24 points of damage.
You ripperoonie.
I'm back to what I was at before I
cool.
hit myself.
Sometimes that's what
you're still
healing is.
alive.
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay, but just so you're aware, he also does not look great.
Go just poke him with my hammer. Scratch him with my claws.
Just like
The guy that you've been wailing on, Ulysses, he is going to spin and attack you. And
the prompt.
2 hits.
Very fancy.
Okay, that is 10 and
10 to-
18.
to hit.
10 to hit and 18 to hit.
One of
I'm
the
assuming that-
latter hits.
Yeah, I assume so.
Excuse me.
Rolled super low. 8 points of damage against you.
Okay. You fuck.
Limey fuck.
Okay.
You vile peasant.
Sabine, here's your turn.
Hearing the dulcet, gorgeous tones of Quinn cry out, and the hand reach towards me, I'm going to grab it, and yeah.
Alright,
That's part one of what I'm doing. Does that count as an action?
Nah.
Nah.
It's his action that you saw at helm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chutzpah.
Nice.
That's alright, chutzpah.
we were in the bone zone, now we're ever so slightly less than the bone zone.
Love it.
Flaccid zone.
Dankeschön. Cool.
Still bad.
Then,
Just so he's fine.
bonus action. She's going to go ahead and do her second wind. Yeah, get some
Yeah.
fucking health back. Maybe.
Also, I'll probably stay on the floor.
The dimension door is like,
You just kind of like roll.
In there.
Plus 4 was a full 10 on that. So
Nice.
14 healed. Thank the fucking God. Doing the second wind won't make me drop out of invisibility.
No, it has to be something like an
What's
attack
his name?
or cast a spell.
second
wind
wind,
break
class
them
out.
feature. So
Yeah, if you're about to attack with it, then that will.
So, is he within 5 feet of him?
Yeah.
Okay, Sabine's gonna go
That's the
5.
range of the.
You're gonna just hear, thank you. 15, 20,
Good
25,
energy.
30. Oh,
Yeah.
40? No, 30. You get the idea. 30.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
wants to be by that for cover and then take a shot at him, which will drop invisibility.
Thunk. But you will have advantage.
Yes, because 5 feet.
Because you're attacking from invisibility.
Oh, and that whole baby.
You need to.
Yeah, I really need to get the hang of it. Right, let's go. Physics attack.
That's right. I was the same as Nephros as well.
16 to hit.
With advantage.
Oh, shit, yeah. 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
18 hits,
Oh,
cool.
nice.
18 on that boy.
makes the dream
Chromatic bolt. So I'll
Oh boy.
do the initial bolt first is 8. Then
If this is.
and then acid damage on the chromatic bolt with 4 points. So that's I say 8. So that's 8 plus that's 12, and then that's actually not that good. 16, 15, no 17, 20 points of damage on him.
This guy who's been like just kind of poking you in the ribs, you just see a bolt, like a movement go straight through his neck as he's and just blood starts pouring out of his mouth.
Starts
As
melting
the
it.
throat starts to melt away
shit!
and his head slowly just and rolls off.
There's always a bigger fish.
This is on the anime.
And it just for flavour, she's just gonna turn around with her back to that, just like because she's still fucking hurt, and looks over there at you and sends you a wink.
Alright. Back to the archers.
Didn't mean
This
to leave you
guy,
there, but I didn't really know that.
I'm not staying.
Yeah?
She's doing this.
this guy.
I'd love to know more about this guy.
What's
Said
his
that.
story?
Yeah, like who taught him these techniques?
One more.
Different fighting style.
His name's Willem Dafoe. He's an aspiring actor.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
14.
Okay.
Actually, passive investigation is
7.
like a dog's in. Oh no, they're really good at
This
investigating.
guy is going to attack you.
Surprise.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god, I got anything to help you in this dire situations.
17.
No.
Oh no.
That's like it's like 25.
You might roll
It's
low.
halved though, it's halved.
You might roll a 1 and then half it and
If
then.
he rolls a 10, that's fine. Anything above, I'm fucked.
Any more than that, you'd be fucked.
What's that?
That is
Kitchen nightmares.
We got a Ramsey vibe.
16 reduced to 8.
Yeah, cool, I'm down.
Oh, Rick dies again. Oh, Rick dies again.
You ain't got time to wait around.
You ain't got no time to die.
Not yet, I got death saves. Death save.
True, you're just down. You're taking a
Okay.
knee
Saving on them deaths. Someone fuck him, please, though, already.
As soon as I
Yeah,
kill this
that
guy,
guy.
I'm
Yeah,
charging up
fuck
that
him.
way. I don't know if I'll make it that far, but
Danlo thought about trying to get Ulysses, but then he.
Ulrich, death
Really
save,
nice.
please.
if you're able to haste me,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's a touch.
You're able to hasten.
That's a
You'll be
fail.
able to chase.
One failed death save for Ulrich.
Oh, can you not die?
Ulysses.
my turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and kill this fucker that's in front of me.
Yeah. Finish
him!
Just my default position is to die.
14
It's okay, baby.
doesn't hit.
There you go.
18
Dead investigation check.
18 just hits.
just hits.
Dead
Cool.
investigation check. Oh yes.
I'm
dead.
just
Die,
gonna
yes.
slash at him. Burn 3 spell slots like a motherfucker. That's
Yeah.
10 damage.
Yep.
And he died.
Nope. This guy's been relatively untouched.
This guy, man.
The untouchable.
Oh, let me just do something for you here.
No, I can't.
I thought you were just gonna.
Come into the work.
But no, he's oh, I thought he was just like, no, he's not there anymore. You
He's
can't
not
hurt him.
It turns out Ulrich was. He's just like.
Oh no. No, you're right on time.
You're right.
No, you're right on time. What was that?
Just a little bit Doctor Evil for you there. Terrible impression, but
yeah, that's my thing. That's it.
Thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to kill him so I could move.
Okay. And in your turn.
You might squirrel
It
away
is
somewhere there.
Durgob. Durgob is
Yes.
going to. Make an athletics check to see if you can jump through that.
and you picked on me on the channel.
He rolled fairly low, but he's going to have to use the rest of his movement to get through to this thing.
Come on, Derek. I'll say
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been we tennis or
He's
whatever.
going to attack him.
That's it.
I'm lucky I'm safe now.
Right. Reckless, of course. Double 18, so that hits. This plus this.
Probably going to draw the attention of him. Thankfully.
16.
Hope so.
Thank the maker.
Dippus, get the dippus out on this big boy.
Dippus.
biggest dickers.
It's up the big dippers.
Why is it always when I'm trying to do math, I just hear nothing but fucking references to shit? It's because we're always making references.
It's true. I don't know how else we communicate apart from through references.
I'm gonna alphabetize these.
Oh.
You're really role playing Quinn, huh?
It's annoying that they're not in alphabetical. It makes it hard to find.
Look at the glee.
Gonna alphabetize the shit out of this.
First, me first.
That's the only way to organise things.
Well, without it, there is just chaos.
Too bad.
Chaos coming.
They've already done it on the front, you see. They've already done it for you.
Why don't you take a picture of it so you've got like, a reference down and close the.
So, what you can see as you're being
They haven't done
like
it.
pummeled into
Yeah, I
this
like
rock, as you're like trying to steady yourself, you just see another. Well, you see Durgob like leap through the fiery wagon.
Oh my god.
Just drop through and just overhead, bring the axe down, and it just starts slashing away at this creature.
Oh my god.
Just like foaming at the mouth. A wild animal.
Who hurt this guy?
These guys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's his turn.
Why is he so angry?
Yeah, same reason why I hate these people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have missed something.
Basically,
haven't- it
when they
hasn't-
were littlands, they destroyed their village basically.
Oh.
Durgob's on a sleeper agent.
Separated our family, that kind of shit.
We've been working inside the
He's
organisation
been like a child soldier.
to bring them down. It's pretty.
If you written say a name with
Shall I start reading this?
Please.
What's that?
I've got the Winter Soldier trigger words written down in Russian.
Why? Why would a sane human being have that?
You asked the question there, mate.
It was for a Halloween
It's just a
costume.
prank, bro.
Right. Multi-attack. Bite attack against you,
Oh.
Come and join the unconscious club.
See you in a minute.
See you in a second.
good sir. 21.
Yep.
Okay. Strength saving throw for me.
Ooh, I'm good at
be
those.
strong boy.
Come on, baby. I'm so sorry.
No, be strong boy.
Anakin's the father, isn't he?
That's a 9.
So sorry.
Oh, that ain't a good face. He done a bad face.
Pro.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
6 plus 3.
Okay. You take 25 points of damage. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Are you still up?
No.
Okay.
You know, I was kind of bored of Owen anyway, so whatever.
Another attack against you.
Oh.
Attack against Durgob. Advantage.
It might not hit.
Might not.
Yep.
Sounds like a hit.
Yep. That hits. So you lose 2 death saves.
You lose.
General Kenobi.
And for Durgob, because it was reckless.
Hell yeah.
Because of him.
Hits.
Oh, do it for a mate. The one you really don't like.
He's like, shit.
It would have been fine if your fucking predecessor hadn't sold my soul to the fucking evilest thing ever.
No, it's not Owen's fault.
No, it's Frederick's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with me anymore.
My hands are that shit.
You're alive now, right?
Just in case anybody was concerned, Durgob is at 138 health, so he's doing alright.
I remember when Howard had that kind of help.
Everyone kind of take a step back.
Watch the show.
Take a 5.
Meanwhile, I'm just like,
Quinn, it's your turn.
Fucking hell, that's come around quick.
Busy Alpha
Yeah, we're
Battalion.
starting to thin people out.
Excuse me.
PCs included.
So these two, are you Sleepy Boy?
Yeah.
Quick to find that one.
Oh, I thought you were going to come over and help me.
Sorry,
Might be.
Sabine. Oh, I'm causing chaos. Absolute chaos.
Landslide onto me. Whoops.
Line slide onto me. Daddy.
I can't heal anybody. I definitely can't get to you to boost.
Stabilise me.
Speed boost. Could do. Not. Could maybe. Although he's taken 2, so he's more fucking than you are.
It's true.
And you come back, so.
Yeah, but
how many times more does he come down? Was the question. Before he's a plaything for monsters.
It's a little womp.
come like a lich or something.
I really don't want to get close to the big monster. So I'm not going to come and stabilise you.
Oh no.
Oh no, actually tell a lie. Is this 30 foot, do we think? Is this 30?
Yeah.
Just like pop a paw
Yeah?
around.
You're prone.
Oh yeah.
5 foot together.
Your alphabetised
Yeah.
ring should have told you that.
Okay, I'll crawl.
I'm
Behind
not in a
this rock.
position to be a
That's
dick.
why this guy's just been like in the same place because he hasn't had enough movement to go anywhere.
Here, half that distance.
In the rain and the mud. My clothes!
Where's my books?
But books
And-
of magic, I don't get that.
Friendship's magic as well.
I read that. I saw that article.
And we'll cast something good. Greater invisibility on myself.
Okay. You are invisible.
That will be me.
Invisible. Well.
Okay. Quick check for
Thank you.
that guy fighting you, Ulysses.
But it means now I can get to you next.
Looks like he's taking stock of what's happening and not liking his position anymore.
Caught a vibe. Did a vibe check.
He's still going. And that's actually it. There isn't anybody else. It's just these two have given up. He's still pushing. He's given up. Everybody else is pretty much dead.
It's you enough. So.
Can he?
Is it his turn before mine?
It's like, you know, when what's
No, so what I'm doing is from where
just
the
gets all
guy
the
that you were
thoughts.
fighting with originally, when it gets to his initiative, because he's dead, everybody has to make a morale check, essentially. But it is his turn before your next go. Owen. Death save.
Okay. Oh no! For the podcast side, could you just let them know?
That was a 3.
I actually stood up.
Oh, hang on. No. Restore life with full HP. Should I just press that?
Owen, as you feel various bones broken in your body, the rain kind of falling on your face, what are the last things that go through your mind?
When the rain is falling in.
That bitch Sayonine who would have got me out of this case if she actually listened to me for once. And I hate my cousins. I hate all the Deslantir elves. Fuck them. Oh shit.
You say that as you're about to.
It's a diss track.
Pass me the mic. Pass me the mic.
The rain is like starting to beat.
Okay.
No, it doesn't really mean that. He's relieved somewhat that he's going to be united with Sayonine.
Alright. So,
The Deslantir still suck though.
he's not there anymore. The guy with you takes a knee.
Okay.
Sabine! What do you do?
Feeling jammy, she's going to take a pot shot at him. And
Fire away.
instantly regret it, probably.
Yeah, sure.
Sneak with that as well, because
Because Durgob.
yeah, babe. That is 18 to hit.
18 misses
Oh, I'm the big guy.
on the big guy.
He's big.
Got a big tough hide though.
She.
Damn.
If it makes you feel, well, it won't make you feel any better, but you just missed. Oh well.
19, AC.
She's like, shit, this is
Like
not
it's-
my fucking day.
It sticks in, but he's just.
Do not pay
Yeah.
attention. Okay. That changes plan. She'll take crossbow expert and go for another one. Just like, for fuck's sake. That was a chromatic bolt she burned through last time as well, so I need to mark off 2 chromatic bolts now. Oh, that's 21.
21 hits.
With a chromatic bolt again.
After saying it's AC, it's 19. Nah, doesn't hit. I was just lying, baiting you out.
So 9 initially, just off the bolt, and then another acid. So it's 15.
So we're at 15 so far.
6 of which is acid.
Okay.
15 plus. Ooh.
It's a lot of 5s.
32 in total.
That is a nice chunk.
And then as soon as she does it, she's like looking at it like, why the fuck did they do that? And she just runs. She just fucking runs. 5, 10, 15, 20 and gets behind this for some kind of cover.
Okay.
Hoping it didn't notice her, which I'm sure it didn't.
But you're not stealthing.
Over that way.
Yeah. Are you making a... Are you hiding?
That'd be a bonus action, wouldn't it? So I've gone through that. So yeah, no, she's just.
So you fire off that arrow, and it does. It kind of, as it's, as you see, you can't from your perspective. You just see it like wailing into something against the rocks and the ground. You can just see Durgob wailing into it, but it does like and like tracks your movement. Okay.
I regret nothing.
That is your turn. It is this guy's turn. 5.
How about you get wrecked
10,
and go and do one?
15, 20.
This is Solid Snake, so
He's going to pull your mouth and just. Hopefully not.
So he's been using his bow all this time, chucks it to one side, pulls out a short sword,
Oh, fuck this guy, man.
spins the blade round.
He's the worst.
He only gets one attack as he's using a short sword, but it is with advantage. As 18.
But yes, that's what we see.
And just drives the sword into your chest. And as the already losing consciousness comes over you, you feel a familiar cold come over your
Oh, I'm
body.
dead, aren't I? Yeah, because that's a crit. So.
Yep.
Oh look, there it is.
What were you saying
Back
at the
again.
beginning of this one?
Trap energy's dying.
Okay.
It's a lot of sad boys.
Your turn, Ulysses.
If this guy's taking to me, I'll kind of quickly say, throw down your weapon. Does he comply?
Yeah.
Then I'll go.
Yeah.
480, so that's 30, 60.
Yeah, you can get to it. It'll take all of your.
Yeah. So
You
I'll
can get the fray.
to there. I won't get quite in range, but at this point I'll see Owain down. Haven't seen Ulrich yet. But I'm kind of in awe of Durgob just wailing on this thing, and I'm kind of like, cool, alright, let's go.
Yep.
That's my turn.
Alright. Durgob, he's just going to keep. Just.
I would have said hi to Sabine on the way through.
Hi.
With a pat on the shoulder.
Don't look at me. Don't even look at me.
Don't look at me, I'm not here.
Right, he is again reckless. Natural 20.
Who? Oh, Durgob. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Durgob. I'm excited to play as Durgob.
So that is.
Nah, you think that's the charm of Ulrich.
So we've got enough.
Always dying.
These 2.
Ulrich was lovable. Durgob's like
There's no bonus.
just angry.
And he gets a brutal critical
Vicious.
as well.
10 round. 10.
Also, just realised I've got a lot of diamonds.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
How can you have a lot of diamonds?
I can't remember how, but I needed one to cast.
I've got 2 third level spell slots.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can cast River of Fire with one of them.
I needed one to cast Raise Dead, so I have one that's worth that amount.
Yeah. So you've got one that's worth that amount.
Chip off.
And then I think you've got another one. Not quite how it works. And then I think you've got another one for the value of River of Fire.
But he's got 2 diamonds. Only a diamond can cut a diamond. Cut up my big diamond.
What, they left 3?
To be honest, not fully understanding, I'll grab the biggest thing I can find because I know it will work.
No, you better die within the next 10 days if I come back.
Bro, Quinn's gonna live forever, man.
Huh?
Quinn's gonna live forever, man.
He didn't become a list.
Somehow. Yeah, anyway.
But this is. Look at that. You want to find something in there? You find it like that, dude.
The beast is looking right.
Yep.
Grey.
19. Fuck. Okay, it still hits.
Oh, I'm out of juice.
Bruh.
What the dog do?
I can span forever. Okay, that is looking real rough. So it's an attack against him there. That hits. Make too much of a difference.
I give you this responsibility now.
So Durgob just laying into this creature again, like the side of its leg is now pretty much just completely like there's exposed bone there. He's just hacked off so much flesh, and even as it like throws a hand back and smashes Durgob in the face, it's literally gets smashed in the face and just swings back again just wildly.
I love this guy.
Okay.
Sorry,
It is now you're all good. It's the Grey's turn. It's going to stompy stomp into here. Cool. Okay, so that is a bite on Durgob, and then a claw against Durgob and a claw against you. So bite against Durgob. It's lucky. Okay, that hits.
Blue, yeah.
Honey bar.
He's pretty much on his way out, I think.
big boy.
Yeah.
He needs to make a
I
strength
think
saving
so.
throw.
Might not be the only thing left.
Yeah, someone might pop out like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do.
Look at that. What the dog did.
Okay.
What the dog do? He just looks like he's going for a hug.
Come here. He's like that uncle you haven't seen in ages. Come here.
You're only
Where's my
allowed
hug?
to see what's where's my
Yeah,
hug?
where's my hug?
Oh, fucking loser.
Oh, and he's like not an uncle. He's like a family friend. That's an uncle.
He just has nowhere else to go at Christmas.
Why is that, Mum and Dad?
Have you ever asked
You're your only
why?
friends.
So close to being a natural 20. 16 against you.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah. So this thing, now almost like a feral creature, is just like smashing through like the leftover remains of that wagon and just like smacking around as much as it can, flailing. That is... your turn.
Oh, that's handy. Get some juice. I stick my head up above the parapet and do my only useful damaging spell at this moment because slow is he's looking a bit fucked up. I was going to do magic missile again
Yep.
on the big guy.
Far away.
Cracked him.
Get him, find him, kill him.
If it bleeds, we could kill it. In the truth.
That's important.
12 force damage.
Okay.
is it enough?
Real hurt. As this thing is like stood left in like the embers, like a little bit of a faint glow coming up from underneath or just beneath him.
Sorry, I think Fake podium.
I'll also crawl.
Yeah, floating, glowing up below.
Go on, Embers.
I'll also crawl over and start to touch away just to get purchase on him.
Dude. I just thought mine and Quinn's thing was
All of these missiles start kind of penetrating his skin, and it's like starting to look like torn up bits of flesh, kind of really kind of haggard looking, heavy breathing. Next up, Owen's down. Sabine, it's your turn.
I'm gonna get sneak on that. I'm not gonna get sneak on him.
I think he's running away though, isn't he?
He's just stabbed the shit out of me. But I'm not going to get sneak on him for anything. Even if I came in bonus hid and then attacked.
You could. You want to do that?
Very nice.
He doesn't need my extra damage, so I'm going to go this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. Probably out of range, aren't I? Yeah, I'm out of range.
Crossbow. What are you thinking about?
Mini.
It's a baby crossbow.
Hand crossbow, I think.
You can still fire this with disadvantage.
But he was giving himself advantage from hiding.
Yeah, so it'd be
It's a straight roll.
And then no sneak.
That is true.
I think so.
Yeah, because you need advantage.
That is
to get
true.
unless someone's in fight.
Can I retcon that then, thinking all of that through?
Sure.
Oh, you're cool. No, you don't have to.
I'm out.
I'm gonna go back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take a shot at that one then.
Okay.
She would have known she wouldn't, like all of that added up wouldn't have got.
But if you could bonus action hide and then you could attack from being hidden, giving yourself advantage, if that's how you're going to do it with the last one, theoretically you could do it with this guy. Could he not, Daddy DM?
Yeah.
Wait, so I can get.
Advantage on this guy.
Oh, yeah, okay. So.
Because he's close enough so you don't get disadvantage from him.
So 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Chromatic bolt. So I'll do normal bolt first. It's 9 initially, and then it would be thunder damage on the next one. At 3
Yep.
points. So it's 9 and 3, was it 12?
Yep.
Come on, buff him off.
And then
Stop no chance.
18, 20, 21, 25 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, it's him. Yeah.
I'm fucking dead.
So yeah, just like seeing them getting away. To be fair, from here she probably can't see how mashed up it is on the front, right?
Yeah, from your perspective, you can just see like exposed bone and just cut off chunks of flesh on its like back end.
Like with no real like, oh yeah, she just takes a shot at it. And it just goes around through the back of its head, out the front of its face, I'm hoping.
Yep.
But she doesn't hang about because she's not really thinking about that. She just runs 5, 10, 15, 20. And she's going to go for a disadvantage shot from a distance at this guy with crossbow expert.
From the car. Okay.
Just leave the penis alone.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're excited, so I'm not
Couldn't get any bigger.
So yeah, disadvantage on him just to be like, oh shit, Ulrich's down. That's not going to hit him because that is a grand total of, we'll see, 17.
short swordsman.
17 hits.
17 hits him.
Yeah.
Okay. Chromatic bolt. I don't think, yeah.
Just keep track of them.
Yeah, how many have you got of those?
I think I'm like on 20 odd now. So. Okay, so from the initial hit, it's 3 plus 4, 7. And then for the other one, it's going to be lightning damage.
Yep.
Oh, in the rain
At
as well.
2.
Oh, that's it.
What's that in total?
Total of 9 points of damage on him.
For the wild star.
With 2 of it being a little bit of crackly lightning. And she just shouts him like, fucker, leave my friend alone! Takes a fucking shot in. That is not staying. Christ.
There it is.
She's behind it.
Leave it.
She's behind it, by the way. So that's where she got to.
Alright, okay. So, skipping over the shot against this guy, as you fire your thunder chromatic bolt, as you line up the shot, aim for the back of its head, you fire it off, You can see in the air it's like rotating through different colours, and it eventually sets on yellow, and it starts to like pulse with energy. And as it hits the back of its head, you see just the front of its face explode out as there's like a pulse of thunder, and it just, you can still see like the sockets and like the inside of the mouth.
Yeah, but just the skin,
Yeah.
and the flesh of the front just
As it just
shoots off.
collapses in a heap on the floor.
I'll step backwards to allow
Yeah,
space.
both you and Durgob
Yeah.
jump back and just,
And I'll point behind Durgob to the guy.
yeah.
Like,
Okay, Sabine, that was your turn. This guy is going to
He's got to cheese it. Come on.
15.
Oh
Fuck off.
Hey, he's ready to die for the cause so far. Okay.
Admin.
Sure. Let's get funky. Behind that, so he's going to attempt to hide. What's your passive perception?
no. Me?
Yeah.
19.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't manage to hide, so he doesn't get advantage. So it's a straight shot against you. With a natural 1 on the first one. And a natural 4 on the next second one. So he just kind of runs up to the wall, takes 2 shots, but unfortunately just scatters off of the rocks around you.
She's just like, you're not slick, fuckhead. As he's literally done the worst damage to her in a long time. So she's
You can't.
he can insight check that if he wants.
Your turn, Ulysses.
I'm gonna bus over to our boy Owain,
Thank you for bussing.
and I'm gonna rifle through his pockets to try and find that diamond.
Sure. Investigation check of like 5.
This guy die or is he just
Nah, he's
You're
given up.
fucking with me.
running away?
Kidding.
He's
Investigation.
like, stayed still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
It is dark, it's wet. You find.
Hey, can I help him by like shaking the corpse? Jangle, jangle. As these invisible hands start lifting up.
find
Do I
some,
find
like,
this book?
sure. You find,
I'm gonna stay dead.
you find a sealed book, but you don't find his diamond. But
I'll pocket the book.
you've got time.
Yeah, there's a lot of time.
I find the book, know that that's important to him, so stow it. And then go back to
Where?
You get revived and just die from embarrassment.
Oh, you read my book.
Best of intentions.
Just turns grey.
If I can't get him back up, I've got the most important thing to him.
So we say that's your bonus action. What do you want to do with your action? You've got line of sight technically of this person here. It's the last archer.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at him.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, baby. Fuck him up. This guy's been dangerous.
What's 6 plus 8? 12?
14.
14? 14. Doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll fire off the Guiding Bolt, but I imagine it'll zoom past his head.
Blows off some of the burnt part of the wagon that just kind of scatters embers around him.
That bit of the wagon's now sparkling.
You're gonna super hit that wagon again if you want to.
But that's my. So I'm going to duck back down this way just a skidge,
Yep.
so I'm not within line of sight of him.
Back this way.
Yeah.
Take the
It's
boy
just,
out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to reduce line of sight between me and the archer because I know that he's trouble.
Yep.
And then I'll be as close to Owain as I can be to try again.
Sure. Quinn, it is your
I
turn.
thought before I came over here to get prepared. Ice Knife, this biatch, which for the first time this game I have to roll a d20 to attack.
Yeah. What's the range on that?
Oh, a million? 60?
Oh yeah.
Oh, but I get advantage because I'm invisible as well. I'm greater invisibility, so I won't break.
You use... Oh, great invisibility.
12 plus 9, 21.
21.
We've got invisibility, better invisibility,
Yeah.
great invisibility, greater invisibility,
What about just best?
greatest invisibility.
Best is this.
Okay.
That was 9 points of ice damage. Piercing damage.
Yeah.
And no one's within 5 foot, so it doesn't matter.
Alright.
Oh, actually, and then he must take a dexterity saving throw as well.
2.
Yeah, fun, right? The third one, 8, cold. As the shard just hits him in the stomach and then explodes out. And I shout at him, "You can't hit shit." I've not missed you once.
A disembodied voice in the rain.
Seemingly, with those words echoing through this little valley, he seems to just lose his confidence in winning this fight.
Good.
As he looks like he begins to give up.
Should have done that a long time ago.
And with that, everybody is either dead or has given up. That is the end of combat.
Point of order, would Durgob accept surrender from him?
Sabine doesn't want to either.
I mean, hey, if you guys want to just murder a bunch of people,
We don't.
I'm
Oh, I
not
don't.
going to. But
Sabine will take a shot at him whilst he's surrendering.
well,
If and when we're able to do that.
yeah. So, yeah. End of combat. You go for the diamond.
I'll look again. Do I need
With
to
longer than 6 seconds to look, it doesn't take you long to find it.
Cool. And I will cast at 3rd level because that's what it costs. Revivify on our boy
How long have we got? A minute?
within the last
Yeah.
minute. So it's been
Okay.
less than 10 rounds.
Yeah. Okay.
So I won't.
As you grab the diamond,
Yeah.
I will put a hand on your before you go to cast
Yeah.
and just say, seeing because you've got like a huge valuable piece of. Are you sure?
I'll look a bit closer. Are there any other diamonds?
No. Well, fine. I'll ask the same question if you find another one.
Yeah, if you look, it doesn't take you long because he's only got like an overcoat over his like chainmail, so
Yeah.
it doesn't take you
So
too long.
which two do we have? One for 300 and then one for 5,000.
I have one for 5,000. That's the only one I have on me.
5,000.
Yeah.
That's the only one you've got.
Yep.
I'm not so sure anymore.
Lenny and Kelly dilemma right there.
Because that's for raised dead, which can do someone 10 days.
10 days dead.
Wait, hang on a second. Just so me and the listeners are understanding this, are you talking about just not reviving him and just taking his diamond?
No, I'll go back to what I was saying before. I wouldn't understand necessarily the value. I know it's a big diamond,
Yeah.
but being from a very privileged background, I don't have a great understanding of what costs what. And
I'd probably get some milk with this.
oh, that's a diamond.
A loaf of bread.
Yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
would-
you're a paladin. Make an intelligence check.
I'm not very clever. 14. Blah, 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 blah. Intelligence is +0, so 14.
14. You know that diamond looks more expensive than the diamond that you've got. That's as much as you can gather.
And do we have another one available? Or is it just
So
that one?
Well,
other
as
than that
far as I
one,
know.
which is just because he came in partway through the campaign and that was like his
Starting
thing for regents, you've only bought one diamond.
And we used that, didn't we?
I think you've picked one up since. I think it might have been when you first got into Monolith.
Didn't we buy one for the tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is another one.
we've got the other one.
Where?
Okay, somewhere.
think
I might
I
have
might.
it. If I've got it and I'm with you, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Just
If it's
in
in
the
the bag, I'll
future,
leave.
keep track of who's got what and how much it is.
I probably have it in my
It's
list.
not in my-
to be
Yeah, I
honest.
don't have it.
Yeah, not me.
No one has me with engines, so it's not in mine.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Are you sure?
are you happy that we got? Because I remember us buying another one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you bought one when you first got to Monolith because there was like a shopping episode.
I'll
So.
pocket the big one as I did his book, and use the more modest one.
Okay.
And cast Revivify.
So you put your hand on his chest, and you feel like a spark of energy, and you hear like a slight sound of like rolling thunder in the distance as and like it is wheezy as fuck, as even though you've been brought back, you still feel a lot of like pressure on your lungs from various kind of broken ribs.
I've got no lay on hands left to get them beyond one.
I say, I think I might actually just do that instinctively.
Okay.
Where is it? I got it. On the phone.
Okay.
Oh, actually, let's do a mass healing word as a thank you. Do I have one
where
left?
was that?
Yeah, I got. That's my last one.
Eating dirt. That's where
Yeah, oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Well, if you're up and you have the big diamond.
I don't have the big diamond.
Oh, I have that.
Oh, I'm still invisible because you just hear my voice, but you know who it is. Isn't Ulrich dead?
What? Oh shit! And I'll hurry over to Ulrich's comms.
And as you as you hear that,
Oh, sorry. I meant to say something.
Shut
once
up,
I got
mate.
revived.
Simon's
Once I
talking.
got revised.
You heard it, dig deep. Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back.
I hope you all enjoyed that very terrible sounding
tinny.
audio.
Got block speaker.
Durgob almost immediately kind of like drops his rage as he just shifts from anger to like extreme concern as he just books it straight over into this direction because he doesn't really know where you were, and just sees you in the mud, in the rain, with blood just kind of pouring out of your chest.
It's brutal.
And that's where we'll end it. We're running late.
So who is the nearest person to me?
I think me and Quinn.
One of you would take 15 points of healing.
You probably need it more than I do.
I'll take it. The title of that one should be called "Isn't Ulrich Dead?"
Alright, so sorry for running later than we were
It's all good.
expecting, but to be fair, it's combat, it can happen that way, and there were a couple of things that could have happened to make it a lot quicker. But yeah, thank you all for sticking around. If you enjoyed it, we will hopefully see you again in a couple of weeks when we record the next one, and yeah, we'll pick up in this mess and see what happens to all these people that have given up.
Strength to you all.
Alright, peace.
Peace with you.